Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichigen, is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster and many cosmic minds combined in VTuber, V-singer form. For 5 years now, Tajigen, for 5 freaking years somehow. Here's the thing that needs to be mentioned immediately, by the way. I have never done a debut, like a formal VTuber debut. I've done a new model debut when I had, this model, this version of myself. Over 2 years ago. Gonna be 3 years this October, but yeah, 2.5 years ago-ish. But, it wasn't like a debut and all that. At this point, I'm holding it to such a high standard that I'm gonna have to invest so much money on that. I really hope we can make it really live up to the hype. But anyway, no. Somehow, without a debut, somehow we've reached 5 years of VTubing. Sometimes I struggle to believe that's the amount of years we've done it, but it has been. We did say it's been 4 years of F14 recently, and yeah, we're gonna look back at some clips soon. I was thinking if we could also do it with thumbnails, but I think it's just fine enough with the clips. We did the thumbnail thing last week when we had the 4-year anniversary for Final Fantasy XIV, but yeah, this is different now. Yeah. Somehow we've made it this far, Tajigen. Whether you've been here all those 5 years somehow, whether you've been here 5 minutes, whether you've been here 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, it's good to have you here. All your support has been wonderful, Tajigen. Whether it's one person supporting a stream or way more than that at a time, But yeah, there's a little announcement I'm gonna make. But yeah, let's talk about this whole thing though. That's the first topic we want to talk about because, I could be making way more fanfare about this. I pulled a Nintendo again with this thing, and I'm announcing it only on the week itself, right? Like the anniversary and all that. Ultraman anniversary yesterday, it just fits so well though. It's always the 11th of July. It was 2021 July 11 when I had my first ever stream as a VTuber. But what was I saying? What was I gonna say about that? But yeah, there was no debut, and also, yeah, it just at the time I didn't know, or I didn't remember that Ultraman Day was the day before that. So that fits. I guess. That fits perfectly. We're gonna cycle through the models, by the way. I am starting to think that I really want to permanently keep them as an option for the Twitch redeem for form change. I don't know, I feel like I need to put together some card or something. Like card with a double R, the website. I need to put one of those together anyway, but one specifically for that redeem. I put the URL there, if you're able to see it depending on your device. I put all the choices in a gallery. Hell, the form change can be just something like make me wear a specific hat, but I wouldn't list those individually. But the different models and different variants and stuff. It's I'm really living up to the multi-dimensional part of my name, right? The reason why I've never done it though, the reason why I don't do more often, let's return the old model just for a little bit. It's been long enough as my 1.0 self here. The previous models are pre-1.0. This is 1.0 Khaiden. The reason why I don't do that is because of branding and all that. Definitely a topic we're going to talk about to an extent today. But the shape of my hair has really become distinct. It's like the silhouette test, quote unquote. The silhouette test, the character needs to be recognized only by their silhouette, right? Their shadow completely blacked out like that. For example, I have it here. I need to be recognizable just like this, huh? Oh, by the way, is this how we started it in the debut? Oh, no, wait, no. The thumbnail Yeah, the thumbnail and announcement, like, graphics for the... Yeah. That's where I had the silhouette like this, right? Yeah. And also, I had one where I used the same background for something completely different. When we were like... I was with Ace, who I was with an alternative idol, the group I was part of. Of course, we're gonna mention that. But also, like, another person, like, we were, like, recruiting for, like, a chorus battle thing. It wasn't a chorus battle thing because there were no winners, but something akin to that, right? And we had this. Were we silhouettes? I could have sworn there was something where I used my silhouette like this, and yeah, I need to use this more often here and there for something. Like, if I want to be dark but not be a full silhouette, we do this instead, right? Like, we really are cycling through the forms here. Darkness. Oh yes. But yeah. But what was I saying about that? Yeah, the silhouette test, right? Which I think is flawed a lot of the time when it's talked about, because every single time they show examples of characters that are recognized, the characters are also in a specific pose that makes them easier to recognize. I need to see a version where they're just in a generic standing pose or even a T-pose. I think they will still be recognizable, but some of them will not be anymore. So it's like, well, yeah, but it's not just the design, it's the pose they're making. So it's not, yeah, the design, no, it's the pose they're making as well. I guess you should have a signature pose, because that's what teaches us that, right? I have no idea what mine would be. I guess especially as VTuber, I don't know. This pose I do here, the smile that I like do in the thumbnail here, right? Had to recreate that again with my new model, like when I started with this one, because that became a signature, a pose that I was fond of, that I made as my pre 1.0 self. Khaiden, by the way. That version of me with like the less flipped hair. I prefer it when it's more flipped up like this, by the way. The only reason I didn't have it like that is because I couldn't. I couldn't find an asset that was like that, right? That it was all Frankenstein from all sorts of assets in booth.pm, and my goodness, for some of those, it's been over 5 years since I first found them. Because, you know, I found them pretty much before I was a VTuber. Though that first week as a VTuber, I had a PNG model that I used simply as a Discord reactive. I didn't even use something like the AddoTube. I think it didn't even exist back then. But yeah. The second week, I was already like more like the familiar Khaiden, but with a different outfit. We didn't have the Khaiden outfit. What should I call that Khaiden? Alpha Khaiden? Kind of. But then what should be the Khaiden before that, with the model that only lasted 3 streams or so? There's one clip I have, and only one clip I have of myself like that. But we have seen myself, I have shown myself in other, like, we've done other, it's been 5 years, right? We've already done other, like, anniversary celebrations like this, where I showed that. I think I may be able to show it today, too. I think I have it there in the other tube, actually, as an option. Like, it was made in charat.me, which I think is still a great website, by the way. Not for a VTuber model, though, not necessarily. They take commissions, actually. Like, I think last I checked, it's only Japanese still, and I think it's only female models, but like, if you create a character with one of their makers, then there's somewhere in the website where, like, you can take that character, you tell them, I would like to commission this, and they make it. Of course, it's still a commission, you're still gonna have to pay, but like, it was made from that, which is pretty freaking cool. May have expanded it, for all I know, since then, I don't know, but yeah. Keep in mind, they got terms of service and all that. For like usage. Obviously, you don't use it to monetize things or something like that, right? But it's been great. It's been great. I had like placeholder, yeah, placeholder things like from that I created in Charat for a little bit. Somewhere, I forget. Oh, I think my B2B page maybe has something that was made in Charat for the profile picture. It might be good to update that. Yeah. But I digress. No, especially with my new emotes, yeah. Which are not that new anymore, but... How long ago did we debut them? I'm jumping from train of thought to train of thought again, but hey, it's a good old yapping session here. By the way, I should say, I am not sure at which point in the stream. I'm not sure what point in the stream is gonna be for... The grammar could have been better there. For the mini announcement I have to make. I want to make it clear. It's not a big thing like, oh, live to the debut next month, or no. Or you know, 6 months from now, or finally, no. Gotta make a bigger deal out of that if I can, you know? That's why I'm prioritizing the word mini, but it's still a big deal. There's still something big about it. It's not a new song cover, I can tell you that. But yeah, because that would be in a way a smaller deal than a new model, but also a big deal. Yeah, let's approach that as the first topic, I guess. I keep calling myself a VTuber V-singer, right? But I feel like I don't do that much singing these days. We did do the karaoke yesterday, but also it doesn't happen that often, right? Especially with covers and all that. It's been more than 2 years since my last cover, I think. Redemption was in November, I think, of 2023. Not long after I had debuted this new version of myself, right? This version you see before you, which is still current Khaiden. Yeah, that's when we got Redemption. And I got that new outfit and all that. There are many reasons why I have not been able to do another cover in all this time. And it's just complications with like not ambitions, holding myself to some high standards potentially. And also not understanding the full extent of how things like copyright works and all that, because I just don't quite know how safe it gets to keep uploading covers that might get a little copyright thing where they tell me, hey, we detected the copyright content is allowed, but you know, you can't monetize this, you can't monetize that cover. And also at any time this may change, and who knows, at some point in the future, 6 years after you release that, randomly something changed with like either our approach to that, or the copyright holder's approach, or something else, and now it's a full copyright strike. Ugh! And that applies to the short covers as well. At some point I feel like I should update the command writer covers, right? Like, you know, with everything after revise. Hell, the revise cover is more of a casual karaoke, sort of. The others are more almost a proper cover, but yeah, just that kind of has been a roadblock for me. Has been a big roadblock for me. I need to take a crash course on that or something. I need to like get experts on it or something. Ask other people that know about this. But I get caught up in other things and I forget that too. But the other reason is because, you know, we put such a high production value on that cover. Commission MV, commission mix, commission art. That was used for the MV, that's of me. That I haven't used in a while. I almost feel like I should use it in like a schedule art or something again. It's been long enough, maybe it's okay. But yeah. To go back to the way we did the covers before Redemption there, in which there's no commission art and it's just me doing a PNG pose, you know, PNG tuber, well, not PNG tuber, just me doing a pose as PNG and like trying to get creative with it, but some sort of like nothing is commissioned because I wouldn't have the budget for it. It was a lot of budget I spent on that. Thankfully I had it then, but you know, 2023 was different for me financially in many great ways. I was doing amazing financially. I'm still amazed that it worked out that way. And again, don't worry, I'm not skirting the poverty line or something. I'm not about to starve or something like that, but I'm also, you know, I would be if I were to like neglect other things I have to spend money on for the PC upgrades, for the model, for the live 2D model I do eventually want to do. That's something for the future still, and it's still so important. But anyway, what was I saying there? What was I saying? What was I gonna say about that? Yeah. Here's the thing about all my covers. Yeah, pretty much all my covers, not counting group covers I've done with Alternative Idol, with other people, with this and that, all of that. Yeah, oftentimes it's somebody else doing the mix, right? But every single cover, whether it's a short or like a full video or a TV size, but as a full video, I mix them all myself. Just in Audacity, not knowing anything about audio mixing at all, not really. Just following a tutorial or two that, if I were to mix something again, I would still follow that. Try to kind of be better at that maybe, but I would still try to follow it to a degree, right? Just following a tutorial I found a while ago on that and trying my best with it, and the results are mixed. Some things sound better than others, some things not as much. And so, to go from Redemption to this, right? It felt like it was kind of, maybe I shouldn't, right? But I'm starting to change my mind on that. I'm starting to, well, also because of how long it's been. I'm starting to like be, it's been too high of a standard. It's been too high of a standard. I should go for more than that. The other thing though is the MV though. I feel like the audio mix, I could do it decently enough, make it sound decent enough, or maybe just say it's a karaoke cover or something to not give the expectation of a more professional cover, quote unquote. But the MV is even tougher. DaVinci Resolve, I've done so much learning of that. I've learned so much in these 5 years and beyond that to an extent, even before that. But in these 5 years, I've learned so much of like video editing in DaVinci Resolve. I'd rather not use another software, you know, switching from one software to another, from another interface to another. There are some things in common, but then there are so big changes with some of them. Oh, I hate when I have to do that. Like live streaming is unique, right? Rarely do you have anything that's not OBS in some way or another. I don't know if anybody like uses XSplit. It's a thing, or it used to be a thing, but I think it's still out there somewhere. I don't know. I never really looked into it. I don't mean to insult XSplit, Tajigen, but like, I don't hear much about that. I just hear about variations of OBS, right? To go from OBS to something that's very different, oh my god, that would be... I don't know if I want that, right? I don't know if I want that. This is not like playing a video game where it's like the fun and part is also learning how to play it, I guess. No. Not entirely. Not entirely. But yeah, similar with Audacity, although I still need to like... It looks very dense every time though. I go into something like... what were they called? FL Studio or Reaper. The only two I've kind of looked at. I think Reaper is free, but it's also very dense at a glance for me. And then FL Studio, I think, leans more towards the simpler side, but also... it's not free, it's a free trial with limitations, I think. I don't remember though, it's been a while. I do hope to produce more covers in the future though. But there's still the other issue though about potential copyright and all that. I keep being so bad, it's my ADHD that makes that happen, but 5 years ago, I didn't know I had it. Maybe I suspected it at the time, but you know, I didn't have an official diagnosis. If I had a suspicion it was just that, I don't even want to say the word self-diagnosis, but you know, no official diagnosis. No. My goodness. I didn't even think of that. When was it? It's only been recent, all things considered. 2 years ago. Around this time 2 years ago? Yeah. 2024. Around this time 2 years ago. Finally was able to like have it officially diagnosed. After going through a bit of a process and all that. Processes are different depending on where you are and all that. Yeah, some parts of it were like surprised me. I was like, oh, this is more simple than I thought. But yeah. And this is like, oh, I didn't know that was also part of it. But anyway. Yeah, like Vocaloid. I was gonna mention Vocaloid. I need to learn Vocaloid because I think that's one where like, I think it's never gonna change. Like it's always gonna be the thing where like it's copyright, you know, it's recognized, you can monetize it, but you can do it, and we're never gonna change that. So, kind of. Kaito is a big one I keep saying because it's now Tofuga, and we've covered Believe Yourself by now Tofuga, you know? We need to, like, have more of that. I would love to also do... did he do... Fuga Naoto? He did Mega Ranger, yeah. I was gonna say Go 5. No, that's Shinichi Ishihara, who did the Agito opening, which is also part of Agito. Man, I still need to... It hasn't released yet digitally, right? Worldwide? I need to watch the Agito 25th anniversary movie. Speaking of anniversaries. But yeah. Tajigen. I do want to have more covers, and I think Vocaloid is the answer. I keep saying I'm gonna listen to them, learn them, and... My god, I've been so bad about learning new songs. About, like, keeping up with some projects I wanted to do. And some of them involving other people, and like... my god, I feel like I owe so many apologies, man. ADHD can be a bitch. But, I try my best at that. Hasn't been that long since I've been part of a cover. Just, you know, a single cover is what hasn't happened. An individual cover, a group cover, or a collab cover, you know, with another person or so. It hasn't been that long since that happened. Last time was about 6 months ago. Well, I guess that does sound long. 6 months can be quite a while, but not as long as between Redemption and now, right? It was about 6 months ago with Snow Halation, with Ichinian, and many other people. We still have it there. I still have it in the playlist for collab covers, I think. Collab covers and songs, because I think I maybe renamed it because one of those songs is not a cover, it's an original song that we did. Alternative Idol Constellations, my beloved, it's part of the 5 years. It's part of the 5 years, and it will forever be part of the journey of the great Tajigen Odyssey. But yeah. I digress, sorry, what was I saying? Snow Halation. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Blue Ocean, yeah. Yeah. Blue Ocean, composed by Key, produced by Key. You know, he pretty much did everything. And we performed it. I still feel like I still want to tell him, you should have performed with us. We still want to see your version. But nah. He's great. He's great. And so yeah, that was great to do. And the cover is still like the song is still, all things considered, yeah, not that old. I mean, it's already over a year old, but it was like late 2024. So yeah, as we're heading into the summer of this year, think about Blue Ocean. Actually, yeah, I want to link it. I don't want to like spam links in the chat, especially Tajigen, if we mostly have lurking. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Keep stargazing. We need to start calling it that, by the way. Stargazing. Keep stargazing. I need to change the command, right? That says, thank you for watching from the shadows, which is still really cool, but now we need to do, like, thank you for stargazing or something like that. I wonder if I should call it super stargazing. But yeah. Blue Ocean. Can't say why. But let me see here. Well, I'll put it in the Twitch chat only, I think. Oh my god. Just let me remove the PP, because YouTube is always obsessed with inserting a PP into the URLs. I wish YouTube wouldn't insert a PP into the URLs. I don't know why it's so insistent on doing that. Anyway, yeah. Biggest part of the VTubing journey, though, has definitely been that. I'm gonna reduce volume a little bit. Biggest part of the VTubing journey has definitely been that, though. Alternative Idol, Constellations. Now, we were meant to be like a unit among what would eventually be multiple units. You know, that's why there's like Constellations as a subtitle, sort of. But you can just say we were Alternative Idol. You could just say we were Constellations. That's the way it goes. Either one is fine. We were a V-singer group. By this point, yeah, like, it's almost safe to say, right? It's safe to say. We're past the point where it's safe to say, like, yeah, we've all disbanded. We've all gone different ways. We're all thriving in our own way. Some of them, I think, are not content creating anymore, or not quite. But, you know, they're still thriving from what I'm seeing. Some of them released a nice cover recently. Kruda! Saren, Tiny were part of that, among many other people. No, actually, not just them. They were part of Alt Idol. There were others. But yeah. We had, you know, we could not do as much as we wanted to. And we struggle sometimes, even with producing some of those covers, I have to say. But damn it, was it worth it. It was so worth it. Oh, sorry, give me a second here. Checking something off screen. But yeah. We started right there with Tokimeki Runners. I'm forgetting the name for a moment there. But yeah, actually, let me double check my channel and see that... It's always gonna be there, by the way. Unless, well, again, the copyright thing changes and, like, it's taken down or something, but... let me see. Playlists. Collab covers and songs. And Tokimeki Runners is immediately the cover right there. Amazing job by Rika, by the way. Dear Rika. Felicita Rika. He was part of the original lineup. The lineup changed because some people leave, some people are gonna do other things. And some other people replace them. Some other people come in and all that. But yeah. Let me see. We had... yeah, Cinema was one we did as Falling Comets. For YTTE24, cinema. Yeah. Whoa, I never did get to use the art for that as a, like, schedule art or something. Or did I? I'm not sure. Feels like I've done more covers than the 6 I'm looking at here. It's possible I forgot to list 1 or 2, or there was a reason I didn't list them, because it was like, no. It was like meant to be on another playlist, so I can't remember, but like, yeah. Feels like we made more covers as Alternative Idol than the ones you see here. Some of them didn't involve me, because some of them only had a few members, right? We had like all sorts of specific plans, but none of us are getting paid for it. We're an indie group. We were an indie group. And I think for, you know, for all the busy stuff everybody was up with in their lives, myself included, everybody doing their best with their lives, and it being such a big group, because we were like with a 9-member lineup mostly, right? The bigger the group, the more complicated it's gonna be. The bigger the band, the more complicated it all becomes. The bigger the D&D group, the more difficult it is to have them all meet at the time and day in which they're supposed to meet, right? Yeah, all things considered, we did amazing, I think. Feels like we did more because we did quite a few other things besides the covers, right? In the Alternative Idol channel, you'll still find the podcasts we did only for a little bit, in which we checked out the latest covers and all that. That was really cool. But I think, yeah, it's not something I would have seen myself doing for long, come to think of it. Yeah. I'm glad we did it, though. I feel like I still want to do a podcast of some sort. It's something I've dabbled in before, even before all of this to an extent. And I want to get back to it so badly, but it definitely needs some structure, though, if it's going to be more of a podcast. I want to do it so badly. It may not be at all related to VTubing, though. We've done it to an extent with, Tokusatsu, which to me seems like the biggest no-brainer. But I felt like it didn't do that well. Or I didn't quite do it the way I wanted to, maybe? Yeah. It wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. I feel like I need to have more of a specific structure, and there are so many that do that already. I know I am the whole egomaniac and all that. I'm amazing. Kono Ore-sama. But at the same time, I do have to, like, I do have the perspective of, like, what am I bringing to the table that the others are not bringing to the table that is different? Why should they be listening to my podcast? Why should they be watching me talking about that instead of others? But anyway. And also the ADHD gapping thing, right? The thoughts need to be more, like, narrowed down and all that. I should have made some notes about this, about the topics we're going to talk about. Some more, like, specific segments and all that. But anyway, give me a second here. Five years can be quite a long time. I'm remembering what I was doing at the time, July 2021, and what my life was like, the things around me and all that. But the pandemic was still at its peak, though some places were pretending it wasn't anymore, but yeah, the pandemic was still doing its thing and all that, right? The Spanish crown affliction all over the world. The affliction of the Spanish crown. Still like calling it that. Sounds like something that would happen in Civilization, right? We have done a few Civilization streams, and I'm back to that game yet again recently. I don't see myself streaming it, though, because it's an entirely different story to do that. It doesn't quite work for it. And the way I do it, like with the mods I have and all that, it's possible it may even make the stream crash or something. Civ 5, and even more so with Civ 6, but we've streamed both, I think. We've had fun with both. More Civ 5 than 6 for the streams, I think, but yeah. I recall a thumbnail I had where, like, I was like, Korea, I inserted my head on top of Sejong's head. Not sure if I said his name right, but hopefully I did. But yeah, science victory with Korea, that's always the way to go with Korea in Civ. Anyway, I'm digressing. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, 5 years. Yeah, that was a big part of my VSinging journey, though. Alternative Idol constellations, all of that, so freaking important. So yeah, what we had there, Tokimeki Runners, Promise the Star, Black Christmas, that one was so great. So freaking great. I keep forgetting we did that sometimes, funny enough. But Black Christmas was so great. Well, I will say I'm not entirely happy with how my voice sounded at times. Nah, but overall it was great. Yeah, it was December 2024. We were so amazingly active in 2024. We had like a whole special marathon in benefit of like a member, helping them out. with donations and all that. That was great. And that's how I got to play Minecraft for the first time ever. That was great. And yeah, still in the live portion of the channel, Alternative Idol there, you'll find the live stream that I did for the start of that. But it was a whole week. It's just that the rest of them we did on Twitch. We didn't do them on YouTube. But yeah, sometimes I forget I did that and I'm like, oh yes, I did that. Nowadays, I'll probably try to do it in restream style, right? But yeah, the Grey Yorudan, the Lethal Company collab. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about that. And then Valentine's Day game show. It's already been over a year. Yeah, I think. Oh my goodness. Wait, the Hear Me Outs. The Hear Me Outs. Was it really February 2025? Wow. Okay, we were still thriving back then, as far as I'm concerned. And Saren, who put it together mostly, but also everybody did so much effort for that. It was so well put together. I loved it. Yeah, the Lethal Company collab. Lethal Company, I can't even stream without my stream crashing in some way or another, but yeah. Beautiful things. Yeah, Space Gas Echoes, that was the name of it. With Dear Dear Ace. Ace the Mad Hatter, right there. Beautiful freaking things we did there, Tajigen. But of course, the big thing was meant to be V-singing and all that. And we did quite a bit of that too. Check out the Alternative Idol channel. Check out the Alternative Idol channel. It should be there on the link. Like, from there, you just look at the channel itself. From the Blue Ocean song. I was considering posting it again, but no, that'll do. But yeah. It's been a long 5 years, Tajigen. I think now we should go into the segment where we switch to the other models, don't you think? Yeah. What did it all look like when we first started? Well, there was a PNG model, but I'm not gonna bother switching to that. Do I have the previous model here? The old. Yes, I have it here. The earliest Khaiden. Not counting that one as like, that's like a very like, number 0, -1 almost. Not that I hate it or anything, it's just, it really didn't last long. Compared to Henshin. This guy then. Wow, it feels weird. Wait, let me have like a smile. Man, my head feels so huge. It feels so weird, doesn't it? And I have Booba, apparently. I don't know why. Like, look. Look. The Booba in this model. I bounce and it moves. I don't know why. So I guess there's that. Yeah, oh my goodness, you can see the differences immediately. A lot of things got improved here when I did the more Kaido look. Also, the hair did end up being a bit flipped. You know, flipped hair I think is the best term to use for it. When it gets a little bit puffy, like Shadow the Hedgehog's quills, which are like spiking upwards, but it's on the sides of the hair, right? On the left and right. There was a bit of that here. There's one strand of hair that doesn't move, and that was a glitch. That wasn't even intentional, but it added to the unhinged nature, I think. I think it added to the atmosphere right there. Already had the spiralize, but early on I didn't have the spiralize either. You may see a clip or two without that of the clips we're gonna watch today. Oh no, wait, this was the earliest. This was the earliest. The absolute earliest. Whoa. See, the thing about the little eye bags, eye bags because I'm such a maniac, that wasn't there originally. But then it ended up, I don't know, appearing on the model at some point. I'm not even sure how. But it was there. Yeah, these starry eyes are not bad either, right? These starry eyes, ooh, look at that. This really isn't bad at all. This was great. Right there. But then we had another option. We had this version, which was really cool too. The first version of like spirally eyes or something like that. These were commissioned, by the way. Last I checked, the person was called Kartika Chaos, but they might have changed the name or I might have gotten it wrong, but credits to her. She was wonderful. She did a lot of these commissions. I'm not sure if she still does them. 5 years is a long time. And it was at some point in 2021 where I commissioned that, right? You know, looking at these two side by side right now, I think I do prefer the previous one. But yeah. There is something great to when I look a bit more alien like this. When I look a bit less human. They should be both. They should be both one that is more, I don't know, handsome looking, let's say. More like approachable looking. More the cutesy side of VTubing, let's say. More the easy on the eye side, while still being a maniac. They should be that, and then at the same time we should have the more, ooh, wow, okay, ooh, that's a bit heavy. Not hard on the eyes necessarily, like a horror thing, but like, ooh, okay, a bit of a of a cosmic entity there, you know? And yeah, there's a balance right there. Looking at this model though, especially this asset I'm using here for the upper clothing, look at the whole thing. Look at the whole thing. It's worth looking at the whole outfit here. The rest of the outfit, oh, actually, yeah, the rest of the outfit does change with the Khaiden model. We're gonna keep referring to that version of myself as Khaiden, especially if we do have it as a toggle in the future. Who knows? Yeah, but yeah, this right here, it does look very, I don't know, very, very generic, very first model that's meant to be a stepping stone, at least for me. And I don't mean to like say anything negative about the design itself, because it was given, it's given away for free in boost.pm. Great stuff. I've seen, it's always fun whenever I, like, in the wild, I find another VTuber using it, as I've done at some point or another throughout these 5 years. I think I can still count them with one hand, but here and there I've seen somebody use this in a model. What I haven't seen as much, maybe because it's a bit harder to notice, is the same hairstyle, because again, most if not all of what you're seeing here was Frankenstein from booth.pm, which is still a great source of B-roid things, by the way, I think. Yeah, last I checked it is, and it wasn't that long since I last checked. I don't know if it is also great for things like Live 2D and all that, but anyway. What was I going to say? Yeah, the hairstyle. How much have I spoken about this hairstyle and how I put it together and all that? There are at least two things going on with this hairstyle, at least two pieces to it. One is the hairstyle itself, which mostly had a female character as the model. I don't know if I'm the only male VTuber who's ever used it. Maybe I am, but it fits well, I think. It was just the hairstyle itself. I don't know if it came in different colors. No, it's just the way VRoid works. It's just the hairstyle itself. Brown is what they use for the sample there. I may have it still in favorites or something. But yeah. The color of the hairstyle, though, that came from like 1 or 2 packs, maybe all from the same author. They were all free, I think. Maybe I paid a little bit. There is one asset that I paid for, but that is in the Khaiden outfit. And it wasn't a lot of money. It was like extremely small. In terms of USD, it was at most 2 USD. But, you know, still worth paying for. So that, you know, the reason I paid for it is that I could have an edited version of it, because there was a free version. But anyway, a version where you can change the colors, you know, as a PSD. But yeah, what was I saying here? The colors of the hairstyle came in this huge bag of all sorts of different colors, and that's why I was able to have many color variants to my hair right here that we'll show in a moment. But yeah. It's something that is very specifically put together, so if I don't see anybody else with an approximation of this hair, it doesn't surprise me. Let's change to Khaiden. Let's change to Khaiden as I say that. This was the earliest possible version, right? Yeah. I didn't even have the star sticker then. I look so cute, don't I? There's still so much charm to this version of myself, my goodness. I'm always like charmed when I see myself like this. I'm always charmed. I'm like, oh, I want to keep using this for something. But then I switch back to my current self and I'm like, oh no, but this is indeed a glow up. But yeah. This shows the hairstyle more like it's meant to be. It wasn't meant to like have that weird strand be loose like that. This really isn't that different when I look at it though. It really it's the hair is a bit more straight down instead of having the sides flipped up as I want them to be. But they are a little bit like puffy to the sides. They are a bit like protruding. Fun word to say, protruding to the sides there, right? By the way, yeah, the asset I bought was this here, this chest piece, to be able to modify the colors. And like not just the way I turn gold into purple, because the things you see that are purple here are gold in the original outfit. You may see it in yeah, another version of it has that. But yeah, the hairstyle was like that too. That's why I was able to have something like this. Something like this, right? That also came from the same pack or a similar pack. Then this palette. Yeah, and there were so many colors. I had a lot of fun with that, I think with... Oh, no, wait, we did that different, but in a previous Command Writer challenge, when I still did those, I'm still thinking of doing them again with the Command Writer Daily account, which is kinda inactive. Well, very inactive right now. Since I haven't been able to think of what to do with that after there was an official one that came out, but anyway. And then this version, yeah. We had a rainbow version too, I think, but I don't have it here. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. This black hair version is really cool too. Yeah. And then the rainbow version here is a lot of fun. There are so many variants that make it fun, but they should be a bit like, let's say, subservient to the original because of the whole branding thing I talked about, right? Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to have fun changing my hair colors like that, like a fighting game character. Changing my colors completely, just temporarily, but not that temporarily, maybe. Having them last for quite a bit of time, or I don't know. I play as, let's say in Live Alive, right? I play as Pogo, green hair character. I make it match my model, maybe. Just for the fun of it. But then I'm like, then that kind of waters down the branding, right? I look at Hatsune Miku and I see how she does it and it's like, that can be done. But there still needs to be a signature element, right? And this is why the hair needs to be so important. But then I don't do the hair either when I do it like this, right? There's such a thing as being too multidimensional. There still needs to be a Tajigen Khaiden brand, right? I don't know. I need a VTuber manager so badly. I would have one if I could afford one, for sure. But again, all the variants of myself like this right here. I would have done variations like this, you know? Even just, what I wanted to do is like a streak of the hair. Just as at least a single streak, a different color. Make it be a different color. For my current model, my current 1.0. But because of the way, the reason why I don't really do a lot of little customization with it, despite it being a VTuber model and all that, is because my VTuber Papa, Kageri Kage, created it in a particular way. It involved Unity, if I'm not mistaken, afterwards, after VTuber Studio. And it's like, I can only do very minimal edits, like adding cat ears, maybe. I can't change the outfit. If I do, I mean, I could, but it's gonna look terrible. I've done it and it looks awful, trust me. There's an uncanny valley going on there. And hey, I'm already great looking enough as it is. It's great, it's fine. Here and there, it's fun to have some variation though. That's why we have like the filters and all that. Oh, actually, I'm curious about something. What does it look like when I use the filters for the other thing? Oh, this is completely different. It changes my color. That's kind of funny. I become more blue. More towards the indigo side. The light, oh, okay. This is Shadowbringers for sure. This is a Saint Eater vibe. Whoa, my whole texture feels different. Oh, interesting. This is fun. This is fun. I like this. You see the fun I have with it? Okay. And, okay. Oh, and there are like so many variants I could do with this. And anyway. Ooh, and I could be a ghost like this. Oh, yeah, I need to do this more often. Yeah, I need to do this more often. I need to use this more often here and there. It's a cool thing to use. Oh, yeah, and then the silhouette. Yeah, I don't pass the silhouette test as much, do I? I think it's because of the way the outfit is done. It covers, like, the rest of the hair and makes it be harder for the silhouette. Yeah. Here, I've said this before in the previous anniversary stream, almost certain, right? This was all Frankenstein from parts that I thought, hey, I think this fits me well enough without, you know, without it being something I can customize. Otherwise, you know, there would be big differences, right? When I gave ideas, when I gave references, things like that to Kageri, for what is my current self, I didn't really have an exact idea of what I want my outfit to be. I did have a mostly exact idea of what I want my face and my hair to be, but the outfit I wasn't sure. So because I didn't specify it a lot, I think I think what we just got was something based on this a lot, and the result was amazing. I think I just said, yeah, like vibes in general. I sent a bunch of pictures. I sent a bunch of like references of all sorts that I compiled. And like, because I didn't give any specific outfit, you know, I wouldn't blame an artist for going, well, okay, let's base it on like what we have right here, right now, right? And what has now become a shoulder strap where I put my badges, in here is like part of the chest piece. It's not like a separate thing, right? It's funny how that works, right? What became the straps in here was like these lines that are part of the, what to call it? The commander-like idol outfit. There's a proper name for it, but I don't know what it is. I do these idol things, I do these VTubing things, and I don't know what their names are. I'm just a scattered gremlin brain sometimes, right? It's part of that VTuber charm. Right. See, this model has more of those vibes a little bit. Yeah, it still should be used sparingly though. I've always thought though that if I do more like video content and not like clips of the channel, but video content where it's like me talking about things and presenting them, like a YouTuber basically, but I'm still a VTuber, right? I would have some sort of like segments where like, actually it's not an original idea. Some have done this in which they show, hell, this is done in live action with people that are not VTubers. Like they just show themselves acting multiple roles, right? Wearing a different shirt and like doing the other thing, right? Either in short form or long form, right? For the other people in the video, the other person that says a comment and I respond on it, acting multiple roles. I could be describing this better, but my brain is extra scatterbrained today. It's just the excitement of the anniversary. Anyway, for that, it would be these models. They would be used like that. They would be used like that for sure. Or hell, I could have the fun of like having the different colors, right? Oh yeah, I didn't show you the other variant that became also a big variant and we use in the thumbnail. Oh, sorry, don't mind the frame drops. I was looking at my props. Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, this purple gold palette, really good stuff. Really good stuff right there. I wanted to keep the gold more to a minimum, but you know, when I commissioned my current self to Khaiden, but I'm thinking now that next time I do another one, maybe there will be more gold, just a little bit more though. There's this like color like theory thing where like there's a percentage you do for the primary color, the secondary, and the tertiary. The tertiary would be 10%, so maybe it still remains at 10% or so, but yeah, there's a lot of colors going on here. Because of the way the outfit changed. This was only able to be changed like this because I got the paid version of this. The free version is basically just like this, but you know, it's white instead of purple for the purple parts, and it's the gold. And you can actually modify it, but you wouldn't be able to modify it like this. That's how I got the gold parts to become purple in the other version, right? And hell, we had other variants. You see them here and there. I have them in some shorts, right? There's the triple Dragon Ball Super second opening cover. The English version's views are like a landslide of a difference with the other ones, but they're there. And yeah. I have the other variations of the outfits because it was like Spanish, English, Japanese, right? I want to do more short covers like that too, but it goes back into the thing I said earlier about why it's complicated to do covers and all that. But anyway. Okay. Do excuse me, Tajigen. I need to take a bio break right now. I need to take a BRB. We are far from finished here, though. I'll remain in this model. We'll come back and I'll be in this model right here. Let's keep talking about these things. I think what we should do when we come back, however, is to watch previous clips. Let's watch previous clips. Ugh, I might cringe to some of them. I don't know. They should be amusing, though. I've compiled them as best I can. Let's hope they play okay. Let's find out when we come back, alright? The mini announcement is still pending. Stay tuned. Omatase shimashita. Oh my god, I come back to look at myself. I come back and I see myself like this and I'm like, this feels so much like me, you know? This feels like me so freaking much. I would argue, funny enough, I feel like this is me way more than this, I want to say. Way more than this. Yeah, I feel like if I were to choose only one version of my Kaido self, is this one. Man, it's just... It's really strange because... I guess it's because I still... I don't... not see my clips necessarily, but I still sort of see my clips or like shorts from before in the form of like seeing, you know, my dashboard, seeing performances of old videos and all that, where I look like this, right? And like, oh, you reached this amount of views, and YouTube actually never sends notifications for that, but I try to check my dashboard, right? Like, oh, we reached 10,000 views on like the super cover, where I think I'm not wearing this, or am I wearing this? No, in the English version, I'm wearing like the gray version of the outfit. That was actually not worn as much as this one and the other one, but yeah. Let me see. It's the most watched short by a big margin. It's kind of funny how the views are so different between that and the other versions of it, but yeah. It's the one where it's like slate gray, meant to be more of a silver, but I couldn't pull it off. Yeah. The whole New Zone song is a clip there. We're about to go watch some clips now. I think the time has come. I should have put some of those shorts as a clip there too, but yeah. But at the same time, the new model is the way to go, isn't it? It just is. It just is. Let's switch to it again. And there are more like mini variants. Oh, actually, wait, it's still worth checking. This Halloween variant is just so much fun. So much fun. Well, I have the cat ears now with my current self, but yeah, I think couldn't find a way to change the eyes to be orange. And well, more needed to be orange to make it fit. At the very least, I can put on this cute little hat. Created by Yuna Katzen. I do remember who made the asset. I always try to credit if I can. I don't remember who did all these assets in Booth, but I should gather... If I am gonna reuse these versions of myself more often, then I should gather, you know... I should gather the models and all that. I should gather the credits and all that. But yeah, oh, this was cute. This was unbelievably cute. I'm hoping to put together some Halloween version of myself some way or another for this year. Like more than other years. Khaiden, yeah, there we go, there we go. Wow, already feels so different, right? A world of difference right here. The current Tajigen Khaiden right here. It feels weird, it feels weird. Yeah, part of the hair is actually like more straight, let's say. Less loose. Parts of it are more puffing out, let's say, right? But this is still overall better. This is still overall better in my opinion. But man, just there's a novelty to it. It's just a novelty to it, I think, because I haven't used it in forever. Haven't been that version of myself in a long time, and so ooh, it looks fancy and all that. But overall, there is a better quality to this version of myself. It's more curated, I mean, and it's put together from scratch, from the amazing talent once again of Kagiri Tsukikage, VTuber Papa. Find him on VGen. I think he's still taking commissions. Actually, let me post a link. Back then, I think he wasn't on VGen and I commissioned him outside of it, but he is there. He is there. Let's have a look at it. He does art as well. I'm not sure if like... Oh yeah, because when I search, they show you the services and not the... Okay. But yeah, I'm still gonna post it there. Actually, yeah, that will be posted in both places. Orange Kage. But yeah. And it's still amazing. The way he does them is amazing. I would have loved to commission him for another, like, outfit of myself like this, but, you know, no budget for that. And it would be better to save that money for the Live 2D upgrade as well. I still need to have a Live 2D version of myself. And I mean, a fully commissioned one. That's why I keep saying, oh, the Live 2D debut eventually, and that's gonna be Live 2.0D at that point. And well, to be fair, there's also gonna be some heavy changes. From how I look right now, there's gonna be some big changes as I've come to learn more about what I want, what I want myself to look like. I already love how I look like when it comes to this current look, make no mistake about it. But there's other potential options, right? But yeah, check out Kagedi over there. Oh, dude, yeah. He has so many reviews, and I'm glad to see it. Because yeah, I'm not gonna, there's not gonna be a review from me, because when I commissioned him, he wasn't on VGen at the time, but yeah. You know, one way or another, I would love to commission him again and have another version of myself. Let me see, because in the portfolio, I think you may see me in the portfolio. I think I'm there somewhere in the portfolio. Or no, never mind. Oh well, yeah, you have to really scroll and look very far, I think, or oh wait, I may not be there anymore. Ooh. That's alright though. Oh, I think I'm not there. I think I'm not there. Because he's done many more commissions. No, there's only so much that can be listed. But I'm still so happy with what he put together. One way or another. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now looking at all the pretty models he's done as well. No, and you know what? He's improved his craft even more, so like, he would be even more amazing than this the next time he makes it. Yeah, that's another story entirely. Oh yeah! Something I didn't get to mention here, and I don't do enough, and maybe I should consider doing more often. The expressions. He gave me expressions to use, and I don't use them enough. Let's see. This expression when I'm supposed to be angry, right? I guess it doesn't feel right. I need to use it more often. This one, no, this one I did myself. Doesn't quite work right. This one, oh, I should use it more often. I should use it more often. We've had some moments in F14 where I have to use this, maybe. I guess it just doesn't quite work for me. I feel bad though, because he put work into that too. But we have used them before, and then the surprise one, right? Mostly my voice does that. And when I'm gonna be shocked, I'm gonna forget about this. I'm gonna be shocked in such a way that I'll forget about this. Huh? 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 Yeah, I should do it like this. You know what also happens with any toggles where I have them in hotkeys and all that? When I'm in OBS, because I have it in admin mode, and I need to always have it this way, because some games need that. It never allows me to use hotkeys from other things, like Discord hotkeys for muting, unmuting. I have to unfocus away from OBS as the active window, or a sub-window from OBS, to be able to do that. Anytime I have to recenter myself in VC Phase here, for example, it involves that too. And I hate that! I hate that! I hate that so freaking much. So yeah. That is something to deal with sometimes. Yeah, like in the karaoke stream yesterday, because most of the time I have OBS focused on, right? Depending on what I wanted to do. But it's interesting, right? Because some parts of this design were like not intentional, but now they become a completely different thing on their own. Like the straps or the bands. The one that goes from the upper thing that's separate from the outfit, it looks like, right? Kind of separate from the outfit, a sort of neck piece. I don't even know, how would you describe the what I'm wearing around my neck that extends to a little bit of my upper body and then the shoulder belt thing? What would you even call all that? A sort of scarf? I don't know. And then also like the bands across the undershirt, which I've come to have in my headcanon, which is canon because it's me. I mean, I'm the one that decides it. I'm the creator, so to speak. Not the creator of the model, but, you know, the creator of the Khaiden Tajigen lore. I am Khaiden Tajigen lore. I am the lore itself too, yes. But yeah, I've come to say it's a sleeveless shirt. I would love to have a version of myself where I'm not wearing the jacket, if we can call it that. But yeah. Then this beautiful rider-like belt. Oh yes. We don't get to see this enough, but there's just no context where we do that, mostly. Usually we don't want to zoom out this much, right? I think. But I mean, the rest of the outfit was so well designed. It's so great. Here and there, I think maybe there's been... Yeah, there's commissioned art. Space Cast Echoes, for example, that we did in Alternative Idol, where you get to see the rest of myself, right? My full body self. And yeah, a lot of those lower parts of the outfit, my goodness. The sneakers, the things he did on the lower legs. The knee guards, the knee pads, whatever you want to call them. They are so freaking cool! And all the stuff he did with lines. I love what he did with all the lines. Yeah, the lines across the pants, or trousers, if you will. And also on the sides of the jacket, right? There's a lot of things going on with lines. Lines. Some of them parallel, some of them are not. I want to see if I can somehow incorporate a braided narrative thing, a braided river thing, you know, branch and bottleneck plot structure, where the lines will intersect at some point into a future design, but I don't know how that would be. But look at what he did for the sneakers. I find it is very underrated. Very underrated. The power on, power off things. Hell, sometimes I forget those things are there. They're so great. Yeah, I'm a couple of shoes now. That's what I am on the stream now. Look at that. Look at that. I don't appreciate these enough. Actually, they're more like boots, right? Boots / sneakers. They're really cool freaking looking shoes either way. And I love them for it. Yeah, they're so great. And they will be a foundation for future shoe designs. I actually appreciate great looking shoes like this. They're underrated. They can do a lot. Maybe as a fan of Kamen Rider, I appreciate them for that reason, right? Yeah, I'm the type to really think about sneakers like that. And I prefer platform, like big, chunky platform things. Whether it's boots, sneakers, even sandals. I'm the platform sandal type, rather than just simple flip-flops. If I'm gonna have like a beach outfit or something. Take notes, by the way. Take notes, Tajigen. You wanna have a beach outfit version of myself? This maniac is gonna have platform sandals of some sort. Yeah. We gotta incorporate that into the design somehow. Or we can just do fan service and you can just have me barefoot. Actually, I'm more of the type to fetish aside and all that, to want to be barefoot at the beach. Well, depending on how the beach is, how clean it is, I guess, but I want to feel the sand. That's part of the appeal. I don't know. I probably will go into the water anyway. To an extent. Because the ocean can be, it can be fearsome. It can be fearsome. But hey, if space is an ocean, I am used to sailing oceans and things like that. You know, before I'm gonna like wear a swimsuit at the beach or something like that, I'm gonna be in my full outfit, in a full battle outfit before any of that. Because before we're able to relax, there's gonna be some big battle scene or something like that. Or maybe it is after that, but before the beach episode portion of that, I know how it works with tokusatsu. I know how it works with tokusatsu, okay? You have a big, epic-looking beach scenery area. There's gonna be some big confrontation happening there. There's gonna be some big fight. We wanna be fully ready for that fight. I wanna be, I wanna be with full equipment for that. You know? I'm thinking of like a very pivotal moment in Kamen Rider V3 where they're having this great fight. Dr. G and Shiro Kasami. Where like Dr. G is doing a thing that is rarely seen, in which he's interrupting the transformation. Like he's like, Shiro Kasami begins trying to transform, and Dr. G just tries to slide him with his axe. Like, I'm not gonna let you do that. Eventually, he's able to transform. I think Dr. G pretty much just lets him. It's like, well, yeah, go ahead, transform, damn it. I'm gonna take you down anyway. Come in live, obesity. And that's pretty freaking great. So yeah. And they're like in the, well, I don't know, you could call it a beach, right? But it's not the sandy area. It's an area with rocks, which is still a pretty cool freaking area also. Those areas in the beach are really freaking cool. Next time I visit a beach, I need to find another one of those. Now, that is where I do want to wear my platform sandals, because it could get very sharp. Hell, you want to wear something like that there. But, you know, they're having a fight like in the water. They're getting wet like that in the shallow water, but it like adds to the atmosphere so freaking much. And they made it like a stage in the V3 PlayStation game, I think. Well, a version of it. Changing it a little bit to make it more of a fighting game stage. 3D fighting game stage. But anyway, let's go into the portion where we're gonna watch past stream clips, shall we? Let me see. The way we want to set this up... I already set it up in a way before, but give me a second because I need to double check. So, I just have it be a source here in OBS with video. I'm gonna keep changing every time. Like I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. So. Yeah, I'm gonna like go into the properties and load a different video every time. I think there's an option to do a playlist of videos and go through them back and forth, but I have some trauma from the bad crash we got on the anniversary stream for F14 when we had, at a portion of the stream we were looking at the slideshow, right? For past thumbnails. That was an image slideshow. So I think it's even more lightweight than a video slideshow, right? And I feel like, because, you know, we need the PC upgrades, PC potentification and all that, because it was there in the background somewhere when I was in-game at some point. It eventually was just way too much, and that's what caused the stream to crash. I don't know. That's my theory there. Anyway, first clip. I have this one preloaded. Yu-Gi-Oh! Kamen Rider Finisher. Kogeki. Sunrise attack.
Now Henshin.
Mask change.
And that's gonna be the end of the duel. There are some beautiful one-turn kills from this.
I'm gonna keep pausing them as I do them, but yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Oh yeah, we're gonna get back to that. Mask Hero deck, right? We've done plenty of things with this. We've done plenty of things with this still. And this deck, yeah. It has Kamen Rider vibes to it, right? Kamen Rider, Mask Hero. Kamikaze is the Japanese name, but what did they call it in English? I completely forgot. Divine Wind. Yeah, Divine Wind. Divine Wind is a good translation of that, I think. Kamen Rider Kamikaze.
I activate the effect of
Elemental Hero honors the oath to increase the attack of Kamikaze by 2500. The attack is now 5600. Hisatsuasa Laida Kiku. You can tell I've seen this clip quite a few times, huh?
Kamen Rider Kamikaze. Laida Kiku.
Shorida. I could have sworn I have an edited version somewhere that I was gonna use for something, but no, I had an edited version somewhere where I added like a Kamen Rider clip, kind of like when I said Laida kick, but you know, with an effect to mix it into it. I need to find it somewhere.
Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. That's why I love the Mask Heroes, because I get to say that their finisher moves are Rider Kick.
Rider Kick, Rider Punch, Rider Chop, all of that. All right, let's see what the next clip is gonna be. I think so. The only surviving clip of that first stream, because even the VODs are gone for that, long gone, I think. Crazy to think, but I think just the way it's ended up is that the first ever stream, the first ever game I streamed as a VTuber was Chivalry 2, which is not ever gonna be a game we'll see again, I think. It's very heavy on the PC, maybe even heavier these days. Is the game even still around? I don't know. Fun freaking game. Too bad I couldn't play more of it, but yeah. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Oh, wait. There we go. There's my earliest possible model. It was fun. Some aspects of that outfit are still retained here and there, right? The lapels. I feel like that's still going to come into play to an extent to that outfit. Pay attention to this outfit. Pay attention to what this outfit is doing. It's going to be relevant. It's going to be relevant, I think. I want you to pay attention to that, Tajigen, to an extent. I love the little star thing. Yeah, this was made in Charat. Great stuff. The sunglasses. Because I was like, oh, the radiance of the cosmos is so bright, even for my own eyes, that I must cover them. Because when you finally see my eyes, it's going to be too much to handle. And I was not wrong, was I? But now sunglasses, man. I was approaching it thinking it was going to be like a main gimmick of mine. It was going to be a signature part of the design. But now it should rarely, if ever, be that, because the eyes are so freaking important. So freaking important. Spirally. Starry eyes, right? I've considered doing starry eyes as well. But that's another story.
Did you see that? Oh, I have to clip that. Oh man, I can't clip that. I can't do that right now. Did you see how they died?
How did they die again?
We're at the end game. Oh my.
Oh, and there's more happens here. Hold on. The volume is so low.
I can't clip that. I'm playing. I can't.
Look at the earlier overlays too.
Where are we? We are.
Some of those I'm like, I still have them on OBS somewhere.
Remember that
Hold on.
And I can maybe clip it there.
The VOD, the bot.
What's that guy doing? Just walking there briskly.
Here.
No, like they use the... Ooh.
It's the freaking funny, though. This is why Chivalry was so much freaking fun, man.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man. Wow. You could tell I wasn't as unhinged anymore. As unhinged yet, pardon. My brain's all over the place today, truly. Okay, I have so many clips, though. We can only have certain ones. Since, you know, they just come from, like, my folder and all that. They're gonna be in alphabetical order, not necessarily chronological order. For example, this next one is AOE good. Let's go a little bit into the mania. This must have been from 2021, I think. December 2021. Let's have a look at that again.
Like... it's so beautiful to see. Now, there you are, Bacon. There you are, brother. You came at a good time. As we're coming back from a 90-second ad break.
Yeah, we're still in the Blue Yeti mic era. A mic I've had for a long time, a long freaking time, before VTubing too. And I still have it. But I prefer to have a dynamic mic. I feel like a dynamic mic works better for me than a condenser mic. But here and there, you know, I used to have... No, yeah, when I started VTubing, like on the very first week I started it, my ATR 2100 that I had already for like some time stopped working. And I had to go back to my Blue Yeti. Not that it's a bad mic or anything. It doesn't work for me as well as others. And it's hard for me to set it up. It's also a huge bulky thing. And eventually I got the ATR 2100X, basically the next version of the ATR 2100, right? But yeah, that's why there may be some other differences too in audio, but...
Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. I just love that ability so much. Let's use it again, so much fun.
And that was as Republic Trooper in Sator, right? Star Wars The Old Republic, my beloved. You're gonna see maybe some Lotro. You're gonna see some Star Wars The Old Republic. Do we have any ESO clips here? I have one somewhere, but I think I don't have it here downloaded for me to check. Is there in the channel somewhere? But like, yeah. Okay, maybe we won't go alphabetically. Let's, yeah, let me see. I'm just gonna like pick them as I see them and see how I feel about them. Let me see. More Sator. Let's see.
I hear you are holding people prisoner here.
That's later on, right? You can tell from the model. Oh, yeah. Timeline, by the way. Timeline. Let's talk about the timeline briefly. So, the first week, which starts that 11th of July 2021. What was it? It was like Tuesday, I think. Very different schedule back then. I think we did some like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I forget what it was. So, yeah. We're talking about... Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to take a look at a 2021 calendar quickly for what July was. Let me see. The 11th of July was a Sunday. Okay, starting on a Sunday. If I'm not mistaken. So the week that started on the 18th of July ran to the 24th of July of that year was really the one where I was like in my full self like this, right? Week number 0 almost with the week before that. Then I lasted a long freaking while actually with that earlier self before I was Khaiden with this outfit. So the variations with the eyes, I don't remember what the timeline for those was, but it only took a few months before I got those spiral eyes because Vroid made an update where they added that, where they were more in line with what I wanted them to be, you know? Like more like this. More the Hex Maniac from Pokemon X and Y, which is always going to be the basis for the spiral eyes I want. But yeah. After that, I don't remember. In 2022, at some point in 2022, we changed to the Khaiden outfit. I think it was around April or May-ish. So through the Kamen Rider Daily account mostly, we did the 38 at the time Kamen Rider challenge. And I remember we were doing the covers. You can still see them in my YouTube channel here. All the shorts, my TikToks for that matter. I'm still wearing that outfit for those, right? I think, actually, let me double check. Because in the later ones, maybe I'm wearing the new outfit already. No, yeah, it's the old outfit for all of them. Like, that old version of me, I mean, you don't have to go very far to see it. You just see my shorts, and you don't even have to scroll very far depending on your device or how you're looking at them before you see that version of me. That's why I should do more shorts, more clips of the channel and all that to populate them more with my current version. We're going to talk a little bit about that, about what my ambitions were with shorts that I want to let go of, let's say. You know, I wanted to do a section of like things I believe in 2021 that I no longer believe or something like that. But yeah, after finishing that, which messed up a sleep schedule that I was able to somehow, that I had been able to hold together decently for years at that point. And man, I still remember that. It was so worth it though. It was a great project to do. But yeah, because it was a new one every day. It was a new one every day. I was trying to record them in bulk, but you know, at some point it kind of caught up on me at certain points. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. We finished that in like around April or May. We put this together. I think we spent maybe a week or two, kind of similar to the PNG model you saw, that super early one you saw. I haven't even shown my current PNG tuber self, have I? I should do it at some point, but let's keep watching the clips. But yeah, yeah. The version without the star sticker on the face, or the star facial paint, or the star facial mark, whatever you want to call it, the star on the face, right? Didn't last long. And I haven't looked back ever since. The star on the face is just so necessary. Although I would argue there's maybe some cases to be made of not having that on the face in some versions of me. But that's not the story. That's not the story. But yeah. Let's keep watching.
It's not right. Especially because this is not your prison facility. So I'm very sorry, but you're gonna have to die. Yeah.
Is this Belsavis?
Tough shit.
Ooh. What are you saying, Khaiden? Khaiden. Khaiden.
Sometimes, yes, we have to kill. And you, my friends, are the unfortunate few that have to be killed by a Jedi.
Tajigen! What are you saying?
How does it feel?
My god. What is he saying?
To be such scoundrels that even a Jedi has to kill you.
Well.
How does it feel?
Fair point.
Well, you are dead now. You can't tell me that, can you?
Oh my god, the fun we had. Just the fun we had with Assassin Sotor. Oh my goodness.
That's the reasoning I give for like having killed thousands of enemies already.
Oh man, and like now I think of like my many alts in games like Sotor and Lotro. And I feel like after what I've done in Fantasia and FF14, a part of me almost wants to like consider redoing some of them so that they're all just me in different variations instead, which already I considered once upon a time, but then I was like, no, it shouldn't be like that, right? But but now I would do that somehow, some way, maybe. Like purple is indeed the main color for all of them somehow, and because the way I did it in Lotro, like yeah, I Bolston, what ended up becoming my main sort of Bolston the dwarf, orange and green for the colors, right? Alterborn, blue color scheme, maybe gold as a secondary one. I'm not sure, but anyway, more Sotor. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna face this enemy. I'll do it. I was hoping to avoid that.
Explode first, ask questions later is what I named this clip.
Oh, wait a minute. Did that spawn more enemies? No? Okay. Oh, yes it did! Yes it did! Let's get the hell out of here then.
It's also interesting to hear. I don't think it's that visible here. There aren't that many changes. This is at some point in 2021, obviously, from the model I have here, but it's interesting to hear some voice changes. The way my voice has changed over the years. Potentially accent changes, but my accent changes day to day within a single day itself too, right? Like, it's a multi-dimensional accent. I really do live up to my name in so many ways.
Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. I mean, you don't want to be near the explosion anyway. We just spawned like a whole legion of those.
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah. Dude, this is why the clips are so nice to have and why I try to preserve my voice as best I can. Oh, that reminds me, I need to make a highlight of yesterday's Ultraman stream because it's not going to go into the Tajigen archives on YouTube. But I need to like also have some previous highlights that still need to be there, go there, and then be deleted here so I can have the space. I'll see if I have time today. Okay, so there's still so much for Star Wars: The Republic. For Star Wars: The Republic, Star Wars: The Republic. Oh, more of that AOE madness. Let's see. Is this it? Or no, wait, this is different.
Oh, Force Storm. Ah, yes, 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 yes.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember this now. Right.
That's my AOE. Yes, Boron, you are right.
Yeah, Voron Darren was there at the time. My dear Voron Darren. Right.
It's only passion. Peace is a lie.
Peace is a lie. Yeah. Okay. And all right. Let's transition. Let's talk about channel sales pitch is what I named this one for Lotro. Okay, first Lotro clip. Let's see. Also in that earlier era.
Dimensional. Tajigen. Khaiden.
We already have the spiral
Welcome
eyes.
to the channel. You want to see more passion like that? Hit that follow button and hit that little heart and become a superstar maniac. Or you can also take it
We already had the brand back then, baby.
a step further and subscribe. There's my sales pitch.
It's still the sales pitch to this day, isn't it? Oh, perfection. This is why I'm glad. So glad we're watching these clips. Hell, this right here could be clipped. It's a clip within a clip. Some things never change through the passage of time, and it's so beautiful that they don't change. They shouldn't change. They're perfect.
No, seriously. I gotta showcase my superstardom like that.
And here we are, still many years later, showcasing it, aren't we? Perfection. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's like, it's one thing to watch your clips from 1 year ago, but from like nearly 5 years ago. In this case, nearly because it's later in 2021. Yeah, it's a pleasant surprise to see like some things that haven't changed that much. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Something else from Lotro there somewhere. More Mania, I think. Or no, we don't have to stick to the same game all the time. There's some F11 things that I wanted to see. Oh, Lotro character copy.
Return to me when
What
you have
happened?
completed this task and you have earned, and you will
Oh, this is when I finally had a character named Khaiden in there. Elf Minstrel.
have earned my favor. Did you see that person there? They look totally the same as I do right now.
In game.
Look at them. It's a carbon copy of me right now. Are they a minstrel too? Hold on. They're a rune keeper. Okay. It's also because they have light armor as well. That's so funny.
Perfection. So many Khaiden Tajigens, it seems. Oh, Susie Baka Witch. What did we have here?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Many believe that the strength of the Barghest lay in their howl. While it is true their howls are dangerous, the power of their eyes is equally dangerous. With but a gaze, they have been known to strike a deep fear into their victims that can kill them. I would ask you to seek out Barghest and collect their eyes. I will pay you handsomely for this bounty. And what do you want to do with their eyes, may I ask? You're just saying all of this bad stuff about their eyes, and you're not even saying what you want them for. What are you doing, lady? Edith Sweet Rose, what the hell are you doing with their eyes? You sound like a witch. A witch in Middle Earth. What the heck are you gonna do? That is so suspicious.
You can tell the microphone sounds different, right? I think it's the Blue Yeti still.
Baka.
Susie Baka.
What the heck? What is that about?
We spent a while with the Blue Yeti again. I forget about it. When did I get this 2100X again?
Yes, Susie Baka right here.
It's already been a while. No, yeah. It's like, the way my mind works with those things, right? Sometimes I have some things in my setup. My setup, like outside of the stream, also looks so different back then. It's a world of difference. It's a freaking world of difference. Not something I can show you, obviously, but, like I forget about it. Okay, we're gonna be jumping back and forth for more eras and things, and the live VTuber coronation. Hold on. A bit of Civilization 5.
The crown of the multiverse. Oh yes, this is.
We have a more proper crown now. Actually, let's wear the crown first. Or no, let's see it here and then let's do another crowning here.
Better for me.
Well, let's do both.
Yes. Yes. Now.
Look at
we can
that.
play Civilization 5. Now we can lead
Yeah.
the Spanish Empire to victory.
Was I playing as Spain?
Yes.
Interesting. Hold
Alright,
on, hold on.
Let's do this.
Yeah, hold on. I'm adding the crown, but I was doing some things a bit wrong about it. Let me zoom myself in more. Yeah, yeah. Much better this way, wouldn't you say? Custom made by Yen for my PNG model. But it applies well to my 3D self, don't you think? Don't you agree? Don't you agree, Tajigen? I think we can all agree, but hold on, let me adjust it properly. I don't want it lodged into my skull like that. Dude, this really is the crown of the multiverse, or rather, the multiverses, right? And it fits much better this way. Sometimes I do have it like on top in the more traditional way, but yeah. I still have the prop somewhere, I think. Or no, wait, I think I did remove it. Yeah, those previous crowns and their versions. There is a non-gold version of this, more silvery. Maybe meant to be more platinum than silvery. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I did something with... Oh, never mind. I thought I broke VC face for a moment. Goodness. Right. Okay, let's curate the clips a little bit more rather than just random ones. Did we see this one? We saw this one, right?
Doesn't seem like there is.
I just had so many moments in SOTOR where I was like, explosions, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, shoot down.
Oh,
I love blowing people up like that.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. It's important. It's important to see if you can interact with the environment in this game.
Yeah, because I didn't do that enough, funny enough. Interacting with them, with the environment. Okay. Let's see. I'm going out of my way not to show any like F14 clips yet, because I want to show the transition from FF11 to 14, kind of. Let's take a look at Animal Crossing. Oh yeah, this thing.
You're saying static? Ooh, I don't know about that. I actually don't know about that.
Right.
Since the majority of the people in the chat here are saying static.
I was still in the early alpha too.
Oh no, Pietro.
My dear Pietro and Static, they're still there in Tajigen Island.
If that's true. That makes it worse, damn it.
His hair is great though. Oh, and I did one of the emotions there. Yeah, well, apologizing to Pietro.
What have you done? What have you maniacs done? It was a trap.
Oh my god.
Maniacs. Why did I listen to you?
Why did I listen to you, Tajigen?
Common streamer mistake. Yeah. I shouldn't have listened to you.
I should never listen to chat. Exactly, Tajigen. I love you all. Yeah. There are so many Fall Guys clips, my goodness. I need, like, to get back to it so badly.
Oh god, have mercy.
Quite a few wins, right? Look at this right here. Look at this. Have mercy, Lord.
Yes!
God have mercy.
We made it! Yes, we made it! Victory!
When was this? This was a while ago by the model, but like, yeah.
VTORY.
3, 2, 1, say don't ever give up. Oh yeah! 次元の扉を切り抜けて Wait. I can sing along with myself.
3, 2, 1, say don't ever give up.
Oh yeah!
次元の扉を
突き抜けて石の音
世界に
鋼のビートを刻め夜明けを閉じて Oh, something like that.
Ooh, that was extremely close. If I had
worked out.
one right there, I would have been eliminated. I ran out of places to stand on at the end there. Oh.
Yeah. And there's some other like Fall Guys wins and all that. And hey, shout outs to Team Selfie Gaming when I streamed there, TSG. This version of myself.
Talk properly.
Completely different Khaiden, right?
But we shall keep talking anyway.
It was a different vibe for sure.
If not entertainment. Thanks for being here at Team Selfie Gaming, by the way.
TSG.
Now the rest of the Team Selfie Gaming stuff. It's a nice website. It's a nice YouTube channel. Both of them have some nice game guides.
You can tell. You can kind of tell I'm concentrating, right? Look at that.
Well, what did I tell you?
Oh yeah, Khaiden Tajigen. Out of this world.
Boom.
FF14 nameplate.
I fall to my death, but I fall to
That
my death
outfit.
with
Oh,
yours.
so perfect too. Yeah.
Concentrate, and you will get it on the first try.
Was it a first try? I think it was a first try. We've had quite a few first try wins. They were great.
We got it on the first try. Good game, man.
Yeah. Oh, my dear Fall Guys, I still mean to return to it. Yeah, this clip. We're gonna have a 14 happen already, but this one is still...
What pray tell brings you to the Athenium? We're not a guild like those one make...
Oh yeah, I think it's already the first one where we have the current overlay. So it's gonna look a bit like Inception here. I love it.
Fine in the lower city states. No one here will take you under their wing, holding your hand as they divulge centuries of cumulative knowledge to any mere stranger who believes himself entitled to it. Well, almost no one, that is. They don't need to hold my hand. I am born into this. I am the stars that you read
In the sky. So
So
trust me.
I'm gonna be a great addition to the Astrologian Guild. Don't you see?
Yeah. Oh my god, when we're just picking up Astrologian for the first time. Was I within that first year, 2022? I think it was at some point. It's time to look at some of the clips here. Oh yeah, this one I wanted to see from Lotra though.
Wonderful. Put it out, I'm on fire! Ah!
That's what they were saying. I'm reading the in-game dialogue
I
there.
love it. We didn't need to fight them. Oh my god, I forgot what happened to them.
Oh, I did this before, I
that's
think.
so
That's why I'm saying
amazing.
that. Did I do it before?
Die in the fire. Die like that. Sonomama shine.
Sodoma shine. I hear some of these things now. I hear the way my voice sounds. Hell, maybe the way even my accent sounds. And I really have polished the hell out of myself. I thought I was good back then. And I think I was, but there was a lot of room for improvement. I always think there's always room for improvement. Like that whole, let's always be humble, humility thing. Kind of sounds stereotypical saying it like that, but like I do mean it, right? Like I'm always trying to improve and all that. We still have a ways to go with some things, but also we have polished so many aspects of the stream and the content so much that they are a million times better than they were back then. But yeah, FF11. Before we did FF14, we actually did FF11 for, what was it, a month at most? Could it have been a month and a half or so? I'm not even sure. But yeah, I'm glad there's a few clips of that. Actually, there's still some VODs of that somewhere. Take a look at the Tajigen Archives channel, by the way. I am gonna post a clip for that. I never did make an announcement that we have that. It's a freaking mess, though. I don't have the videos organized or anything like that. It's gonna be a lot of time to organize them. I still want to, but I'm hoping to do it one day. They still need their thumbnails because a lot of them do have thumbnails to be organized in playlists. At the very least, I want to take a few of those. And also, thank you to whoever has subscribed to the channel. Mostly, I keep it archived. I'm not expecting any subs or views to go into it in any way, but like, and it doesn't bother me if like I spend 100 videos with 0 views on that. I just need them to be archived right there. Although, well, of course, as the views come, it's great, but they need to be better organized. Like, some Shadowbringer streams, some Stormblood streams, well, yeah, a lot of them need to be in the playlist, in the main channel here. The YouTube side, that is, because, yeah, we need that for sure. But I'm gonna link it here. Just literally Tajigen Archives. Like, the channel is kept super simple. It's just gonna be the videos, and that's it. Oh, wow. I haven't even put anything on the description of the channel itself, have I? We need to put something there. Yeah, it just passed me by. It just passed me by. But I do have it, like, in links. I may have it in Linktree by this point. And I know I have it... I think I have it in the description already. Like, on every live stream now. Where it tells you, hey, Tajigen Archives. At some point, though, multi-streams to both YouTube and Twitch became commonplace. So there aren't that many Tajigen Archives of recent streams anymore. It's more like the older ones. That's what kind of makes it a bit disorganized, but yeah. A lot of votes never did get preserved though, and they were lost forever. Many of those were FF14 streams, unfortunately, and so yeah, our entire 14 Chronicle has not actually been fully preserved. That's why I think really the full preservation of it begins at like Stormblood, maybe Heaven's Sword, I'm not sure. And before I was being more organized about the way I approach it, I still think a lot about doing it that way. Let's see. What did we want to show next then? Let's show FF11. Because it was the 20th anniversary at the time, right? 4 years now. 2022. And... where are we with that? Well, I have a few right here, but... What is this clip? We Are the Stars. This is a 14, I think.
However,
Let's take a look at this.
astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens.
My reaction.
The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright,
Hmm.
and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard Sorma.
Oh, Midgard Stormer. Well, Jay the Astrologians. Oh. Hey, Lord Emmerich. Let me join them. Let me learn with them.
We were just getting started. We hadn't gone for the astrologian quest yet.
With them. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright. I love the sound of that. Let me read the stars. They are
I am so glad I'm being reminded of this.
mine. They are my friends. I am the stars. We are the stars, don't you see? No, of course you can't see because this is a human-ish form I've taken. But in reality, I am a star cluster. All the way from up there, from out there. On the cosmos. In the cosmos.
Whew.
I love to be reading stars the way you read it. Increasing my potential as a multi-dimensional being. Absolutely.
And meanwhile, I'm so rusty in astrologian right now. You would think it would have become my main, but, you know, I get sweaty still with, like, healer, tank stuff, and all that. But FF11 clips. What do we have here? Somewhere for that. The first one I can see. Ah, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Writing the page again.
In our recent investigations, we have observed that orcs are working towards a single purpose. Prince Puge was right all along. I prepared a Temple Knight's Davoid report and given it to one of our officers to deliver. But that officer dropped one of the pages while fleeing from an orc ambush last night. So just write the page again. Just write the page again, you idiot. What the hell is wrong with you? You want me to retrieve the page? Just write it again. What? Now the orcs have doubled their forces in that area and we cannot easily retrieve the lost page. Why retrieve it? Just write the same thing you wrote. I don't understand. What the hell is this? Why can't you just write it again? Surely you remember. Surely you still know it's still the same report. Has anything changed? Why? Why can't he just write another page? He has no more parchment or something? What the hell is this?
We did end up having a good explanation for it right after I said that, though. It's clipped there too, actually, but I don't have it here, I think. But, like, okay, it's a report, to be fair. If the orcs get it, if the enemy gets it, well, it's bad if they see that, right? It's not so much about remembering, but more about them not having possession of that. But yeah. What else did we have? Ah, yes, this multidimensionality stuff.
I wish I could have been in Final Fantasy XIV before it was a realm reborn. So I would not miss out on that experience, right?
We're already talking about it.
In Vanilla WoW, when it was Vanilla WoW, before the Burning Crusade launched.
Oh, I just have to mention the music here. I miss that song so much. A song that part of that song reminded me of that Fatal Fury song in KOF 99 for Team Fatal Fury. Bam 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 ba bam bam ba ba bam ba bam. You might hear it in this clip. Part of it.
But there are only so many places you can be, even somebody multidimensional like me.
Listen to that though. What I'm saying.
Everywhere at once. Seriously. I wish.
Bam 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 bam. And then he goes into the rest of the song. Well, a different song, but yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the Ultraman Gilgamesh moment though. Oh, this right here. I'm glad I have a clip of this.
For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time. Dude, that was an Ultraman reference right there. Did you see that?
Especially after yesterday, yeah.
First of all, I wasn't expecting him to grow bigger like this. Now it makes sense that it's
What did I even say there? I couldn't tell what I said.
That was an Ultraman reference right there. Did you see?
I didn't even know that he could grow bigger like this. What did I say?
First of all, I wasn't expecting him him to grow bigger.
I wasn't. What did I say?
First of all, I wasn't expecting him to grow bigger like this. Now,
Yeah.
it makes sense that it's a
I have no idea what I said.
it's a trial. He just did an Ultraman. Did you see that? That was Ultraman right there. Exactly like Ultraman would do to grow bigger.
Or to
Oh my
transform.
God, I love this even more. What the hell am I witnessing? Already was so good, and now it does an Ultraman reference.
So good
Let's
already.
fucking go. I'm pretty sure it was an Ultraman reference. Even the background was red for that. Ah.
He's such
Who
pretty.
directed this?
Not
Who directed
sketchy.
this? Who wrote this? Was it Yoshi P himself? I don't know. Whoever it was, like...
I was already calling out Yoshi P. Was I?
I love them. With all my heart and soul for this.
Okay, nice. Okay. Ultraman Gilgamesh. Now, I did want to have... There's a clip of the first ever stream. First ever Final Fantasy. I think I have it named here. Yeah. Just a clip of it, but it shows that it's the first one. When I'm... Yeah, this is from when I'm creating my character. But the recent Fantasia regeneration is good to see this. Different hairstyle, too.
Very cult-like when you did that to me, okay?
Yeah. Oh, and this is about also like the channel and like, yeah, the brand that still runs to this day. And like, okay,
To the Tajigen Temple, Final Fantasy Friday. All right, let's read the Marauder. Oh my God. Not again. As you said. Yeah.
Hisashiburi.
You
It's been a
absolute
while.
Maniacs. Hey, I called you maniacs for a reason. That's the spirit I like to see, okay? That's the spirit I have. And if you have that same spirit, you're in the right place. You are among friends.
Among friends. You're among us, except you're not a sus. You're not an imposter. You're not a sus one. You are where you should be. Oh yes. You're less sussy if you behave like this here. You could say. There you go. Oh, there are so many freaking clips that are worth looking at for sure. Quite a few, of course, from F14. Egomania, let's see. Ah, yes. There I am, being a YouTuber model already. We haven't even seen a clip with my current self, right? Although this is my current self too, just in another form, let's say.
Lady Shatoto. I am gonna put that respect. I'm gonna keep calling her Lady Shatoto, Mistress Shatoto, even Shatoto-sama. Yeah. That doesn't mean I...
Okay. When was this? Late 2024, right? Before, so they did the graphics update, but before I was able to adjust the game enough to be able to go back to being my full 3D self, and every F14 stream was a PNG tuber stream for a little while.
That doesn't mean I'm any less of a Khaiden-sama myself. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's how it was. We had already started Stormblood.
Sounds like I'm being ironic about it, like I'm saying it sarcastically, but I'm not. That's the point.
Volume is quite
I'm
low
an
for this one.
egomaniac, and when somebody else is being an egomaniac, I will humor them equally because I appreciate that they're just as much of a maniac as I am about their own self. Yeah, very fitting that the throne is the mount that came up here. Perfect. Let me take some screenshots, actually. This is really good.
Because it's the random mount we get.
With the ether eye right behind me. There we go.
And that outfit. No matter what I look like in the game, thanks to my new regeneration approach, right? Time Lord-like regeneration, that outfit still hits so good. Yeah, we should wear it for the Halloween event this year. I'll still be Allison Male for that, I think. I think I'll still be that. Let's see, there was another, like, FF11 clip there somewhere, and there's so many worthy ones, but, this one for loot acquired from F11?
60, but let's try 49.
What was this?
Yes, we got it! I did it!
Man, if/when I go back to FF11, it's gonna be so hard to get used to the gameplay again. Feels like I should do a whole new character at that point, you know? Which I was already thinking anyway, because I wanted to be multiple classes, but like...
I didn't expect to get it! That's what I'm talking about!
Ooh.
Let's go! I have to choose which one. A beehive chimp.
And like, you ideally play this with controller, right? Did I end up playing with controller? I think I switched to that. Look at the live Jigen thing in the corner. We already had it like that.
A pair of brats.
Yeah. At that point, we already had it like that. At that point, that look I have right there was kind of brand new, right? As I said. Yeah, because it was around that time when we were debuting the Khaiden look. Yeah. The die in the fire
I'll
clip.
show you some infernal heat. Fire versus fire, baby.
This
Here for
right
you
here.
to lend me your strength.
This is right before we start having sword. Or as we start again.
Shide, burn, everybody burns. You wanna burn people? You wanna burn everyone? I will burn you alive as well, dragon. Die in a dose of your own medicine. This is not over yet. This is not over. 60, I'm gonna kill you.
I feel like I need to explain that 60 thing. Why did I say 60? I wonder sometimes when I see this damn clip. I think I'm reading something out loud in the game. Like a stat there.
Yeah, this is not over. 60, I'm gonna kill you.
60. If I sound like I have a lisp sometimes, it's just because I didn't set up my mic filters right. Actually, I may still have that happen. I'm not sure. But no, I don't have a lisp. It's just the mic filters making it sound like that. Making it be more hilarious because that's not what was actually going on.
I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. And we're gonna defend it. That's the energy I needed to defend everything, you see? That's what it takes.
I was still just Black Mage back then and nothing else.
V.
Not even crafting.
V for victory.
V for victory. I love the chat is like, he has lost it. No. Back then I had spent too long pretending I was not this maniacal figure. Now, that's par for the course for me to do that. Right? A case in point, a more recent example.
This. It is me, it is I.
That laugh is so
much
good.
Me, so different than how I actually laugh, but also not so different.
That laugh is so perfect, so perfect. Gets cut out a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my best attempt. That's my actual most genuine best attempt. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Mine sounds a bit less controlled.
That was a better
I mean,
attempt,
it's
actually.
out of control,
That's the thing about it.
but I don't know how to describe it.
Why is it so perfect? Why is it so perfect?
Wait, I interrupted it. Tajigen no chikara.
Regeneration energy as well.
It's been absolute perfection.
The wig outfit works so well in the female version as well. No rhyme intended there, I guess. Yeah, to this day, out of the 4 forms we've had so far, 4 out of potential 32 minimum, like seeing it a certain way, Cat Girl is still my favorite. There's a reason that's a whole meme, right? That everybody just all Fantasia roads lead to Cat Girl in FF14. Now, let's sing a little song here. We have this as one of the YouTube short clips here, but here is where it originated. Black hair Khaiden. I was curious to see also where I was in the game. This is super early. This is super early in the game. Thaumaturge level 19. I have that freaking hairstyle, the outfit. Okay, let's do it again.
A whole new zone.
A whole new zone. New missions everywhere. And enemies you never seen before.
A whole new zone.
Don't you dare close your eyes. Can I come up with some harmonies for this? Hold on.
A whole new
Zone.
A whole new zone. New missions
Everywhere.
and enemies you've never
Seen before.
A whole new you've never seen before.
For.
A whole new zone.
Did that sound okay? Since I'm louder than the clip, I tried to be kind of soft about it. I'll have to listen to this again. Hopefully it sounded like some really sick harmonies there. Was that when I literally came up with the freaking song? Because it might have been. But then we keep singing it whenever we remember it and it's time to sing it. For example,
All right, here we go. A whole new zone.
a whole new zone. New missions everywhere. And enemies you've never seen before. Stormblood. Ooh, and now we're way past that in Stormblood, but looking at that just for a moment again, yeah. Ooh, that was a vibe. That was a vibe. Maybe one day I'll do it in New Game Plus. I'm not sure. With another class, maybe. I don't know. Before I even do that, there'll be all sorts of other new things to do. Like when I'm caught up with the game, right? I'll just be going back to previous side quests, new classes, or this and that. All of that. All of that. All right. All right. What else should we do for the clips? I feel like this right here.
I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the
I need to see this.
most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Marion.
Yes. Let me your dagger, Yugiri. I'm gonna sneak behind her. I'm gonna slit her throat, and then I'm gonna revive her with my astrological magic. I'm gonna slit her throat again. She's gonna revive. She's gonna get her throat slit. I'm gonna revive her. I'm gonna murder her. I'm gonna revive her. I'm gonna murder her. I'm gonna revive her. I'm gonna murder her again. The cunt. She deserves it.
Cunt.
She deserves it. I can do that. I'm an astrologian. I can revive people and kill them over and over. It's my right as the warrior of light. I'm gonna become the warrior of darkness like this.
I did not become the warrior of darkness like that. I became the warrior of darkness in a different way, it turns out, huh? Ugh, this is why it's so much fun to see the past clips as well. Yeah. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. Here, let's have something a bit more motivating. I think this is what it is. What this is.
You are you, because you are you. Remember those words, Liz, okay? You need a reminder. I'm here for you for that too. I'm not just here to watch your back, okay? I'm here to remind you of things if you need a reminder. And if anything, you're there for me too during this trip. Although I don't want to drag you down either. This is your mission, damn it.
The volume for these ends up being so low. But I think we're still at that volume level. I'm not sure. Audio things, man. Audio things. Even after 5 years, that's something we'll talk a little bit about that. But even after 5 freaking years, man, still something that I'll never stop having to tinker with in some way or another. Because some improvement needs to be made.
Jinko, I'm the protagonist. I'm the superstar of light. Guess what? All of you are superstars as well. That's what we do in a collab as well. We keep on lifting others up as the superstars they are. I'm gonna be a peacock. I'm gonna be a cocky maniac. I'm gonna be an maniacal bastard. But I don't have to be a bastard about it. That's the thing. Like, oh, hey, wait a minute. You're amazing. You're amazing. Let's fucking go. So let's fucking go with Liz.
Let's fucking go with Liz. Oh yeah. So a game that is now defunct, right? Rumbleverse, rest in peace. This was so great. A couple clips to see from this.
Okay, so they knocked me out, but there's a comeback.
We had that Battle Royale week as well. It's not the only time we streamed it, but a big one. One of those clips might come from a stream we did back then, but you know, Battle Royale week in 2023 when Commander at Geats came out in celebration of that, right? But Rumbleverse was one of the games.
Whoa! That was a nice throw. And whoa! Did you see that?
Did you see that freaking RKO? Let's see that again, because the way it went down, it doesn't usually happen like that. That was just... It didn't usually happen like that.
Did you see that?
I hope the player that was on the receiving end of that thinks fondly of it too, because it was amazing.
That was a lot of fun.
Even if I had been on the receiving end, I think I would remember it.
Did you see that? Emerald Crusher!
Emerald Crusher is the actual name. Instead of RKO, but...
Let's go! Let's go! That's gotta be a clip! I gotta go back and clip that!
See, that freaking audio quality, that's with the Blue Yeti. I didn't like it. I know, maybe filters is what was neaded more than other things,
we
but...
went into the bounce pad when I was doing that Emerald Crusher, and it made it be just like higher.
Man, I swear, I can't phrase things even to this day. It bounced it higher. It made it be just like higher. Yeah. Anyway. Then there's the time you all drowned me, and that was in Rumbleverse. Not the only time you've drowned me, but the most notable one, I think. Many streamers, myself included, learned the hard way to put limits on that hydrate redeem, and that reminds me I should fetch my water. I'm gonna do that in a moment.
Oh, you got a lot of hydrates. Remind me
You don't see the hydrates happen on the screen, but...
to do all those hydrates after this. I'll be chugging that water.
I need to get
your
water.
hydrate, Micro, earlier, in case you didn't notice. That's a lot of hydrating. Good.
How many did they do?
I mean, I love
Over
tea,
15?
But, oh shoot.
See, because I also found out you get eliminated if you go into the water. It's not just like a... Yeah. Didn't even know you would die from that.
Ah, I see.
Ah! Dude.
Well, you're saying you're drowning me, Micro.
Yeah, too bad we're gonna have more of the clip. I would have liked to have the chat reaction there. Maybe there's more of that somewhere in my clips as well, like a second part to it, but anyway. Give me a second here. We're not gonna BRB. Just let me fetch the water for a moment, but also have 3 minutes of ads roll. Even during that, we'll keep watching a few more clips. We're getting close to the moment of the mini announcement, Tajigen. You wanna stick around for that? We'll be right here. Give me a second. I just didn't have it within arm's reach. Just needed to fetch it right there. Yeah, let me hydrate in the meantime. You know, I think this is also the first time we've ever like done this, like watch past stream clips. I could have sworn we did this before. Maybe I have seen one or two on the stream, maybe one that was made at that moment during the stream, but not like this, like clip after clip, you know? Something like this. Let's see then. Let's go for some other old ones as well. Yeah, let's take a look at the one where I'm admiring Urianji's drip, which the one he has now is even better than that one, but it's the first time I saw Urianji like this, and this is gonna be 2 clips. Yeah. This is a happy laugh, by the way. Oh, the face mask, in lack of a better word, the face veil. It's actually so freaking good. It worked well for him. It wouldn't be bad if he had it also. I'd rather he covered his face like that than the other way. But I'm biased towards this kind of look anyway. Look at that. I need to wait, and since I'm Alicent male now, I need something like this. Because some of the Astro outfits, one of those somewhere, there's something in my glamour doors or somewhere that has this, I think. I need that. Dude, face mask looks go hard. Needs to be a part of a model toggle somewhere. Look at that.
Duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
Darkest shade.
Oh my god, he's handsome. Oh, Urianji.
Hold on, because it needed to be like 2 60-second clips. Part 2 of that.
Thou mayest, my lady.
Urianji. This was his game all along.
Oh, and this is like...
So awesome.
Is this post Heaven Sword before Stormblood 2, I think? Or... Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh my god, I love him. Urianji!
Look at that.
Whoa. Oh, stop dressing up in that mask with those sandals. Look like this from now on, Urianji. Look like this from now on. Please don't change from this outfit anymore. Please.
It took a while for us to get back to this, but we got back to this eventually.
It's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Look at me. Look at me. With that other outfit there. You know, the thing about my hairstyling, both of 14 and outside of it, with the whole thing about how I keep saying, oh, braided narrative this, braided narrative that, right? Like Sonic Adventure 2. I feel like I want to add some sort of braid. Just a very small one. Just like a little side lock. Making it be a braid. Just a little one. To the outfit somewhere. But I don't know if it would be forced too much into what's already going on with the hair and all that. And well, for hairstyles, I'd also have that in the 14. I don't think I'll be able to find one. Maybe. But yeah. It's something to consider for sure. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on. Superstar of Light. Yeah, this one.
Especially on a long stream like this one. Oh yes, we'll be reaching those 8 hours. It's a work shift. It's a full shift of work. My job, I'm a Superstar of Light in Eorzea, in Ishgard, in Doma, in Alamigo. Everywhere I go, in every dimension.
What a lovely thought, isn't it? A full work shift of 8 hours? Not counting lunch breaks, which don't get counted most of the time anyway. 8+ hours, let's say. And it's FF14? And it's like something like this? Ooh, right? Yeah, like, this is why I'm always like, it ends up not being that way a lot of the time, especially with the recent post-patches. But when we start in Walker, I think it might be again, like, 8 hours of FF14 every week on Friday, right? A full work shift like that. Or 7 hours is good too. It's a nice number too.
No, forget about the 8-hour shift. This is a 24/7 job, baby.
Oh, yes.
Don't mind if I take that crown, will you? That's my job. That's my job. Thus, I should be the king of Alamico, you see? You see? Oh, let's ignore that.
Yeah, Alamico. It's the purple nation, right? It's the purple nation. So it's like, oh, that's my nation there. The nation's saying, yeah, I think Alamico might be, is it one of those that comes into play in the role quests in Endwalker? Still need to get Bard to level 80, it's still gonna be so important. But yeah. How many more should we see? Let's see a recent one. I did want to take a look at a few recent ones. It shows you more of the evolution, but hey, Eureka did this to me recently.
What are you saying, Allurin?
Oh yeah, Alluring in the chat. Are we admitting Khaiden is a thirst trap now? Because of all the hydrate, I was gonna say, all the water, right? Yeah, more hydration drowning. Let's see it here.
Well, yeah, this is all making me thirsty. I mean, I'm being, oh yeah, okay, so I strip down and I get a lot of water thrown at me. What is the term? I'm being waterboarded? I don't know what that means, but I've heard it. Surely that's the right term to say it. I actually don't know what that means, but I've heard it.
And I meant it. I didn't know what it meant. I now know what it means. I thought it was gonna be something NSFW, like 18 plus, like that. It's not. It's a method of torture. So there's accuracy to what I'm saying here. There's accuracy.
I've heard it. So you get waterboarded by some big balls after you strip down. Okay.
Yeah.
I see how it is, Yoshi P. I see how it is, Square Enix. All right. Well, this is a very interesting week already, huh?
How long ago was this?
Well,
2 months ago now?
Do this as well for the Shadowbringers field operations? Is that what's going to happen here? What are field operations, man?
We hadn't ended vanilla Shadowbringers, or base Shadowbringers, I should say.
What is happening here?
I think, so yeah, it's already been a bit. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Yes. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to mute myself. But yeah, it hasn't been that long. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I guess it has. But yeah, let's see. We're about to step into the moment in which we do the little announcement, Tajigen. You want to stick around to watch that? A few more clips, though. A few more clips. Oh, we can watch this all day for sure. We could watch these all day. Yes, the little secret about Santa Claus that nobody tells you about.
The secret of Santa Claus that nobody tells you about is that he does not live in the North Pole. He lives in the South Pole.
Exactly.
That's the secret. Do you think it was something else? Do you think I was going to say something else? No, that's the secret. But the correspondence
Pumpkin
always
Jack
goes to the North Pole. It's just that he has an...
You see what I mean about putting together a Halloween outfit like this? All the credits to the ones that did the outfits. Maybe, well, it's Unicatson for the hat, right? I don't remember who it was for the blanket exactly. There's many blanket assets like that, but yeah. I think this one comes with VTube Studio maybe, or I'm not sure.
What's it called? A P.O. box in the North Pole, but he actually lives in the South. That's it. He makes everybody believe he lives in the North Pole, because what would happen if you know where he lives? He's gonna get swatted. He's gonna get fans drowning him in his own doorstep. He's not gonna be able to do anything. No, he's gonna keep a secret. And don't worry, I said the secret, but he has magic going on too, so he's safe. Even if you know now he lives in the South Pole and not the North one. He just has like a fake house in there, a fake workshop. But the box is over there. Yeah. This music though.
Pumpkin Jack is underrated, I find. This was Halloween 2024, I believe, when we did this. Well, it wasn't last year for sure. It must have been 2024. Yeah, I think 2022 is when we did, either 22 or 23 is when we did Witches and Warlocks. Which I've considered, like, you can do a whole run in one stream. I've considered doing it again, but now we romance someone different, maybe approach things differently, but yeah. I have to think about what to do this year if it's not just, you know, the collab with Allurin. saying that as if it weren't important, but no, like, if we do more than just that, I feel like I really gotta compile songs that fit Halloween for a Halloween karaoke in the future. That still needs to happen one day, 1 year. Star Guided Companion. Oh, speaking of Allurin. Wow, hopefully the audio has been adjusted better for Discord calls in the future. It sounds a bit low.
Wait a minute. I'm right here. I'm here already. I'm here already. It's already happened. Wow. It's a very accurate fortune telling right there. What the heck?
Which new year was this? It must have been 2024, based on some things I'm seeing here. No, yeah, because I got the misfortune one on 2025. This year we got the great fortune one. In some ways, some things that have happened to me these 6 months so far, it has lived up to that. And I mean, outside of F14 as well. And yeah, some things that happened in 2025 kinda live up to the misfortune thing that I got in 2025. And I think I also got it in 2023. Like, this was the first year in which I got good fortune. Because, well, limited fortune to an extent is good fortune. Just, yeah.
For prosperity, cast aside thy greed, and thou shalt reap the spoils of number's great.
Yeah. Star Guided Companion. Man, yeah, I talked about the audio levels, and adjusting it with, like, Discord calls in collabs on the stream is another story entirely. Oh, yeah, calling out attacks. Right.
I gotta, of course, do a limit break with a striking dummy or something at some point. That's how I finally got to see myself doing Final Heaven as Monk. Otherwise, it wasn't gonna happen.
Oh, and the outfit we have there is the Ravenaster outfit,
You
right?
can have such an amazing
Nice.
camera angle, but you have to make sure it's angled. If ever you get the opportunity to do that,
Yeah, you see, I feel like my voice is so low compared to the game there. I hate it.
try to show it. I'll try to just say, light up punch!
Ooh, that sounded good.
Something like that. Falcon punch is also acceptable, you know?
I gotta remember to say that for Monk. Was that the final... Is the final move, right? Is the level 3 limit break, I think.
Falcon punch! Falcon punch!
Yeah. Different ways of saying it. Light up punch! Let's see. Let's see. There are so many others I'm seeing in my list here that I really want to try, but... There are some others where I'm calling out attacks. We started with the... Oh, yes, okay, the one ESO clip. The one ESO clip. Right. A
Will I be
gadget,
able to win this fight just by fighting range like this?
gadget character, yeah. If I were to play ESO and I was a gadget character, of course I would be with my cat ears for the stream. Nowadays.
I think the enemy just has no way to get to me. That was so funny. Oh, and we leveled up.
Funny enough, here I don't sound so different than how I feel like I do nowadays compared to some of the clips. You see what I mean by about the multidimensional accent? It changes
That is so funny. That
day
is
to
so
day,
funny.
hour to hour.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that level up. Oh, wait. I'm gonna put a stream marker here. Let this be a clip.
It was a clip. I did a lot of stuff with ESL long ago too. And some of that was there on VTubing, but yeah. I'm still surprised that I was able to do it, and like I must have set the graphics as low as possible, right? But without really big issues. Nowadays, I think things are probably going to be even heavier. I don't know. I don't have the space for ESO being reinstalled. I want to get back to it so badly, man. Just go back to certain things in there. Oh yeah, here it is. What I was talking about.
I gotta, of course, do a limit break.
Oh no, wait, this is the same kind of.
Falcon punch is also.
Okay. This is just another part of it. Never mind. But okay, let's just make it be a few more clips. Let's do a recent one. I want to do the edited version. This is something we're going to talk about in a moment.
If I were in universe in Pokemon,
Oh wait. The resolution is wrong for this. Never mind. Because the others are in a different resolution actually. Okay. Well, the non-edited version.
If I were in universe in Pokemon,
I have it here as a short as well, but like yeah.
I would actually train at the gyms for a little while with those types, and especially, I mean,
if there is indeed such a thing as an official gym trainer, I would be an official gym trainer for at least a period of time in a ghost gym and a psychic gym as well, especially Olympus gym in Kalos, because injected in my veins, that's so Tajigen Khaiden coded is so perfect. So good. So good. If I wait... Yes, I wanna just talk and just do Hexmaniac stuff with all the Hexmaniacs in that gym and the psychics as well, for that matter, and then Olympia in that gym. Whether I'm like a student or an official gym trainer or what have you, or some variation of that, or just somebody that's happening to be there, right? I think that's the mix. Some of them are more an official gym trainer, some of them are not. Varies from game to game, but I don't know how it is in X and Y quite yet, but yeah. Either way, I'm gonna stay there for a long freaking time. Nah. I'm not gonna try to be champion anymore. If I was trying, I need to stay there, or I will try, but after staying there for a good chunk of time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You'll see what a male Hexmaniac looks like, right? Part of my mix. It's a big part of my influence in my design and all that, but it's a mix. I could go more in the Hexmaniac direction. Actually, that earliest model, where it's more the goth purple jacket, right? It leans more into that, but it could be more like that. If I ever did, one day I would love to do a Project Voltage Hatsune Miku thing, right? The ghost type version would have that heavier. Like, it would be like the male version of the outfit, or to an extent what you saw in Legends ZA with what I did with my appearance. That's a good clue for that, but yeah. Another recent clip. This is a little bit of that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This. North, south, east, central. There's no western Thanalan or eastern Thanalan. I think it was the Black Shroud and not Thanalan. I checked afterwards. I can't remember. I forget which one it is, but yeah. That drives me nuts. What is this like of completion? How can you leave it at 90%, at 80% like that? Do you not feel shame, Yoshi P? Do you not feel shame every time you go to work thinking about this? I hate when I look at like South America, North America. Okay, where is West America? Where is East America? Central America is a thing, but it's not a continent. But I don't care. I don't care what you have to do to make it possible. Make a West America and an East America somewhere. I guess maybe they refer to parts of the U.S. arguably, or depends on what continent criteria you have. But damn it, South Africa, Central Africa. Okay, where is West Africa, North Africa? But you know, as a country to make it a match. Or you know, in Final Fantasy in general, black mage, white mage, red mage, blue mage. Here we go. Where's the green mage? Where's the orange mage? Where's the yellow mage? Where's the purple mage? Blinn made a good point about the 1.0 map thing. It may have been a change into ARR, but yeah, the colors. At the very least, that would make me happy enough. The violet mage. The violet mage. But yeah, then the later part of this rant, I will never stop ranting about this. It's a hill I'm gonna die on. Although, I could be persuaded otherwise. Man, Tolkien was a hack of a writer. You know why he was a hack of a writer and a world builder? He has like 2 blue wizards that never show up. Radagast the brown, Gandalf the grey, then the white, Saruman the white. That's it! Where's the black? Okay, maybe Sauron could be argued to be the black. He never calls himself that. I don't know about Morgoth. Maybe there's something in Silmarillion. Where's the yellow wizard? Where's the orange wizard? The teal wizard? The cyan wizard? Yeah, Minecraft. Look at Minecraft. Why can't you be like Minecraft, damn it? Look at all the 16 different colors they have 16. In there. The 16 different dyes. Now that is thorough. That is complete. That is satisfying. That is perfection. That is the standard civilization should base itself on. Minecraft civilization based on that, yeah. There's a reason Minecraft civilization is a thing too, right? I never understood what that is. I was kind of making reference to that right there, but didn't say much because I don't actually know what it is exactly. It's just, I told you, I only started Minecraft in late 2024. Hasn't even been 2 years yet. I want to get more into servers and stuff. I definitely want to get into a VTuber server, and I would love to get into a roleplay one eventually. Learn more, and anyway. It's Minecraft. That's why it's the most sold game of all time. It deserves that. And that is my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. Exactly how it should be. It's just fun to see like all the colors represented in a setting or something. I think it keeps thinking of things like Adventure Quests where they have 8 elements, right? And they color code them in a nice way. comes into play when you like do the attacks and see the symbols they have for them. Some other things that show where they need the color for like that, like frog stars, for example, the different elemental frog stars, at least eight of them for each element, other versions of them, dragons, an energy dragon for the energy element, which is electricity, basically, thunder, lightning, all of that. Earth dragon, darkness dragon, light dragon. Some of them are called a bit different. And I don't know if they have changed since the last time I played the OG Adventure Quest, but which is gonna be 25 years old next year, isn't it? Anyway, where you had the wizard class and you could buy wizard robes. There's the generalist robes, but then there's robes attuned to each element, where they amplify your elemental attacks, but it comes at the cost also of being more weak to the opposite element, and chances are you are attacking somebody of the opposite element. So you're hitting them hard, but they're also hitting you hard when you're using that robe. But that's another story. But yeah. I'm just a kindergartner in that sense. It's like, all the colors. I feel like it doesn't need to be that obsessive, you know, like you need every single shade of blue. You need both lime green and green, a Minecraft thing, right? Because at some point, even 16 colors, like in Minecraft, is not thorough enough. But still, I want to see a setting that does that with the wizards and the mages like that. I feel like one day I'm just going to write it or something. Maybe there is, and I just don't know it. There are so many books out there, so many fantasy books and series, and like, that's just books alone. I wonder if I'll like even make it writing in any way, or if maybe I'll just try to do an RPG Maker game. One thing I might do one day. Maybe I should do, but I don't know. Anyway, there's this clip. I should have shown it earlier. This was a great coincidence. I love this one.
A peach pie. He's like giving that to me as a birthday present. Are you kidding me?
This was an actual birthday stream. Oh, this was the 2021 birthday stream in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It was perfect. I think we may have had a portion of the stream not being Animal Crossing, but it was great either way.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and it was actually, yeah, you know what? Oh my God, because, oh my God, this really has been a long time. I started Animal Crossing New Horizons at the end of 2020. At the very end of the year. So this was my first birthday in Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Just when I thought it couldn't get better, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, man. I think I was just talking on stream about how I don't like cake. I don't like it in general. Has to be like a super high quality one or maybe a specific one, but like just a normal cake. I don't like them. I get sick of it by the second bite or so, you know? But pie, on the other hand, I could eat a whole pie all by myself in one sitting. But yeah, you wanna celebrate my birthday? Bring a cake. Put the candles. No, sorry, don't bring a cake. Bring a pie. Put the candles in the pie. And then on the very same birthday, in game, outside of game, everywhere, he gives me a peach pie recipe.
We're gonna need to craft that recipe.
Freaking static. Bum, 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 bum. That was so good.
Well, wow. Expectations exceeded today on the birthday. Fantastic.
So good. That was so amazing. That was so amazing.
I gotta craft that. I gotta craft that now.
Bum, 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 bum.
No, I didn't have cake. I'm going to have pie. Thanks to you, you absolute maniac. I love you.
Dude, that ended up fitting so well. This is a clip-worthy moment, right? A stream-worthy moment right there. There's a part of me that just wants to stream every single time I play a game. Or, well, a bit of hyperbole there, but like something akin to that. Alright, I think that might be the last clip we do. There's more we could have here, but I think that's good enough. We went all the way to some of the most recent clips, right? Well, do I want to have another clip here? I don't think so. There's some others that kind of look good, maybe, but like, nah. I think that'll do right there. The clip portion, Tajigen. I think the time has come to transition into the announcement. Mini announcement. That's the reason I'm calling it that. Not that I don't want to downplay it, but I also don't want to say announcement and then It's not a bad announcement, I can tell you that for sure. I wouldn't be saying it like this if it were. No, that would be terrible. At least I think I have enough awareness to avoid that. Yeah, if I ever have to say an announcement that's like a bad announcement or a hiatus or something, I'm gonna do the thing where I have to make it clear immediately. Or, you know, it's a big PNG, it's a big picture where it's like, let's see. Sorry, give me a second. Trying to get the right song there. But yeah, where it's like an announcement with just text or in some way, right? I would make it clear immediately. Not a graduation, not a graduation. Although a long hiatus could be not a graduation, but a long hiatus, right? Or something like that, right? I'm always, yeah, here and there I think about it, right? Like, if things happen, if shit goes south, like, okay, yeah. Or something else, right? That is like, oh, wait, I need to be off the stream for a month, or not a long hiatus there, really, but like, hey, if I'm off the stream for like a month or so, depending on the reason, a month is not that long. Actually, that's happened before. I probably wouldn't even do an announcement like that, right? But something like 3 freaking months or so, yeah, that would be a whole letter, probably. But I would make clear it's not at the graduation. But anyway, yeah, this is a mini announcement. It's something that is a big deal, but not as big of a deal as other things attached to that word announcement would be. Expectations that I would do to that. I don't know. I need to get better at doing that. I need a Manisan. I need a Manisan for advice on that. I try to be my own Manisan as much as I can, but I lack, you know, certain kinds of marketing knowledge, things like that. Anyway, hold on. Let me clean my tabs in my browser here because I had a bunch of them open as we were talking about all this. Allowing myself to get distracted by things and all that. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Tajigen, are we ready? Are we ready for the announcement? Oh, wait. One thing I didn't do, though. One thing I didn't do that I wanted to do for the announcement. Not the announcement. Before that, I didn't get to show you my PNG selves. Let's henshin. Ikuze. I mean, you've seen them quite a bit already. Oh, let me see. Do I have it here? Here we are. Yeah. Actually, give me a second. I need to do something with this right here. Okay, yeah. I haven't used it that much recently. My variations. There's the crown again. Hey, a crown for 5 years, right? This crown is really cool too. Doesn't need to be gold to look great. And the gray fits the rest of my outfit. I actually wasn't meant to have that much gray, but that's how we ended up with the way the outfit was done. Again, Khaiden did a brilliant job. He's great at designing those things too. Yeah. The downside comes from, when using this one, comes that I can't really add the badges to it if we ever add any, as I want to. But I can only do it, you know, for like a thumbnail or something, but not like live on the stream. Or I could do it in a way that doesn't quite look right. But no, it wouldn't work. And it would be like longer to set up. This maniac variation. When it gets dark, right? We've had it in darkness. I mean, I did use it for like some dark story thumbnails in Sonic Adventure 2. Even extra maniacal, right? All the great work of Ichinian right there. Oh, and also, there's one time for an event related to her. Yeah, and other things. But yeah, here we are. Yeah, here we are. I need to use a freaking filter because it was put together very roughly with the green screen and all that. And hold on. There it is. Yeah. This thing is hilarious. The way it's set up. Right. But hey, it wasn't even set up like this back then, if you remember how it looked in that clip. First of all, because I think the attitude wasn't even a thing. There must have been some sort of PNGtuber software back then, but I didn't do it. I just did Disco Reactive and it did the trick right there. And it worked out quite fine. I'm so happy that I was able to put it together like this. You know, I'm not actually the sort of person that wears a tie. Even though I kind of like the style, but man, I've never learned how to put on a tie. I don't think I've been told how to do it, but you know, it's only been a few times. I don't remember having had a need to do it a lot. And I've had jobs where, you know, we're wearing formal wear, but it's never that freaking formal. I've never had a job that actually requires me to have a tie. I've been in a play where I wore a tie for something, for a section of that. Well, actually, it wasn't a play. It was like a section of a concert in theatrical style as part of a choir I was a part of. Have I ever said that part of my background? I have been in a choir before. But anyway, there was a nice segment where we were... It's La Vie en Rose, one of the songs we sang. And I don't remember the whole background of that, but it's associated with the movie, I think, where like it's old school 1950s stuff or earlier, or I'm not sure. And we just had a segment at the beginning, me and one other person, who is a friend of mine, actually. Haven't spoken to her in years, but she's still a friend. Where we're like just playing, I think, the couple from the movie or something like that. Like she's arriving at what I think is supposed to be a train station. It was just a simple setup on the stage, though, with like tables and chairs. And yeah, she arrives with her luggage. And I've been waiting at a cafe on the side. That's what the chairs and the table represent. And I have a rose, and then I see her arrive. I go towards her and I give her the rose, and she's glad to see me. She finally spotted me as I gave her that. We hold hands for a moment, and then the rest of the choir comes in again. We take our positions, and then everybody sings. That's it. It's just a scene for a moment, and then we transition into that. But it was cute. It was a reason to wear a tie, though, because I had to... It was like period attire for that one segment, right? The thing is, though, I made sure I was also cosplaying Shotaro Hidari as I did that. Because of my hair length, my hairstyle. With the fedora I was wearing and everything else, I look like Shotaro from Kamen Rider Double. No Gaia memory or anything like that, but yeah. That ended up working out so perfectly. It was great. It was great. I loved it. So yeah, I'm still fond of that. But yeah, the only time I worn a tie or something. But anyway, I did want to showcase these a little bit more. Let me have some water though. I think I'm gonna need some water for the mini announcement we're about to make right now. Tajigen, I think I've teased you long enough. ちょっと待ってください. Okay. How should we go about this? We just jump into it, I think. There's a particular way I'm thinking of doing it, but... Alright. I'll tell you this. I think it's best if I go into the BRB screen for a moment for this. The time has come to do it, hasn't it? I am right here, and I'm speaking to you as we do that. I told you. I need to open something here. Let me just make sure it opens okay. A few frames may drop as I open this program right here. I told you to pay attention to that first, super early PNGtuber model, right? To a few things in the design right there. I mentioned the tie for a reason. I mentioned it for a reason, didn't I? My dear Tajigen, let me see. We're not ready yet. I need to set it up in a specific way. I need to set it up. Hold on. Let me see. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Tajigen? It's a little announcement. It is something, I don't know. Maybe I should have made a bigger deal out of this, but... I told you, it's not a new model. I was partly lying when I said the announcement is not a new model. I was partly lying to you. It's not a full, like the thing I was saying Live 2.0D is gonna be, right? It wasn't that, but also saying it's not a new model is a lie. But I should just let it speak for itself. Let's do the whole countdown, shall we? Ikuse.
Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Complete.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, let's increase the volume of that a bit. I told you I needed to open something. I needed to open VTube Studio. Hello there? New model? Who this? New model? Who this? Oh, no. I'm too shy for this. Little huggy here. Oh my goodness. It needs to be revealed bit by bit. I'm so nervous about it. As if I've never done any VTubing before. It's a brand new day, isn't it, Tajigen? Isn't it? We did a cheeky little thing. You can already see. There's a reason I've been saying it's a mini announcement. The word mini applied in more ways than one, didn't it? Hi. Konnichiwa. Ohayo gozaimasu. It's your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden. A sentient star cluster and many cosmic minds combined in VTuber singer form. And in a new form completely, in a chibi form. Good to see you all, Tajigen. Our mini announcement is that I got myself a customizable chibi VTuber model. This is not a custom commission I made. There are limitations to it, but it's also amazing. First of all, the creator of this is Tsubasa Wumi. I'm about to link it in the chat right there. I need to open the link and everything. That's also in VGen. Tsubasa Wumi has this nice model that's a customizable chibi model. I allow myself to splurge a little bit. I really wasn't sure if I was gonna do this because I knew I would look so different than how I usually look. But the time was coming for a change of some sort, and what we've been doing in FF14 with the Fantasia regeneration to an extent, I think has provided a basis for this, you know? There's still enough Khaiden in here. There's some big differences. Some of them intentional, some of them not. But there's still enough Khaiden that you get in here, right? And this is just the beginning. There's some toggles you want to see. There's some toggles we need to see for sure. Chibi Khaiden is here, and is gonna be in the future streams now, from now on. Maybe some streams will be wholly as myself like this. VTube Studio does get a little bit heavier though, so it's not gonna be possible for some games maybe, but we'll see. I definitely want to do this more. Yeah, and I have a cheeky little tie right there, right? A little bit of what we had in that earliest of designs. The customization in this model is amazing. Models that like allow you to customize them like that have become so great now. I feel like I needed to get one of those. I gotta tell you something also. There's one I have my eye on. That I want to get to, that I think if we ever do it, yeah, we're gonna do a bigger deal of that too. It's still not gonna be 2.0 Khaiden. I want to call it 1.5. This is maybe 1.3 or we stop using the number progression thing for this. I don't know. But this was worth doing. This was so worth investing on. Yeah. It's about 25 USD, give or take, if we go for US dollars for the price for this. And I've been debating whether I want to do it or not, but I think we'll all agree it was a worthy investment, right? I have some work to do because I need to take PNGs of this, make them transparent in some way. It's harder to do with a PNG model, I think. I kind of did it just a little bit for like my Team Selfie gaming self. That was an entirely different thing. But yeah. Look at the cheeky little outfit though. The outfit doesn't have that many customization options, but you know, I would have loved to do something more approximate to what my regular outfit is most of the time. But this works too, don't you think? This works too. We don't need to be zoomed out all the time like this. The thing about chibi models though is that you wanna show your full body in certain moments, certain overlays, certain streams and all that, right? Here we are though. Here we are. We'll have a full formal announcement about my full new self. I need to take like a screenshot of myself smiling like this. Oh, actually, I think you can take screenshots within VTube Studio itself. It's crazy, though. I already have how many hours in VTube Studio on Steam? And I think I launch it even if Steam is not open. Yeah, 640 plus. And this is really the first time ever I have an official model, if we can call it that, an official Khaiden Tajigen model that uses VTube Studio. Because what I had for Team Selfie Gaming, that was a bit different, right? That was like branded for them. This is really the first time it's like this. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Hey, here's something else. How does it look, Tajigen? How does it look? You thought the spiral eyes were not possible? Here they are. They are. They just have to be this way, though. They just have to be this way. I think this expression is great. Let's take a look at all the freaking expressions here. We're gonna keep switching back and forth between the starry eyes and not. What I'm not able to have is the star facial mark on the face, but, you know, instead we have the eyes like this. I set myself a cheeky little mole on the right side like that. That represents the star. When we can't have the star, let's have a mole like that. I think that works nicely. Because, hey, when you look at the night sky, stars just look like dots in the sky like that, right? It still fits. Only they're more glowy than this, but it still works. The spirals can still be here like this. Oh, yes, they can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. We're gonna spend entire streams with this look, though. I do wonder, though, if the starry eyes, a long time ago, back then in 2021, starry eyes were what I was going to go for originally, before I realized the Hex Maniac vibe is the one to go for sure. But see, if I were to set it up eventually in the 2.0 commission model that I keep talking about, not that I want to stop talking about what we're doing right here, we're going to talk about it. We're going to link to Tsubasa Wumi's VGen. But yeah, eventually that one, the starry eyes like this are going to be the toggle. And there's actually a toggle called starry eyes, and it's this. More starry in this way. This is great too, right? It's good to have alternatives. It's good to have alternatives still. That's the thing. That's the thing. Let me reduce the volume a little bit. Oh, yes. And we have so many toggles on this. Actually, wait. I have them written down. I'll eventually learn them, I think. But yeah. I set the hotkeys and everything. Spend a good chunk of a day or two doing all the customization to put myself together like this. I've learned a lot about toggles in VTube Studio, actually, because I've never gone this deep in them. And if I ever do add more toggles to myself here, I'm gonna need new hotkeys because I've used my entire numpad because that's what I tend to go for. Like, Control-Alt plus numbers in the numpad. Or sometimes I use plus and minus there, but yeah. I always have a keyboard with the numpad. It's always essential for me to do that. Let me have some water though. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited right now. Tajigen, I splurged a little bit on this chibi model and I think it's worth it. I feel like, man, after 5 years, after a while with that 1.0 self, we needed a change of pace like this. One that I could afford, you know? One that I could afford. Though, not to underplay it either. I think we still call it a mini announcement, not just because of the pun, because I'm chibi. But, you know, don't downplay this. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like this. I do wonder if it's... I hope it's not too different. I don't know. I hope I don't end up looking too different. What you seeing me do with my hair right there, by the way, the little black streaks right there are intentional. Actually, I may still further customize them. I'm not sure if they fit this way that much, but I actually mean to have more of a mix of black and purple for my hair than the pure purple, well, different shades of purple that it is for, like, that has been for, like, my model for a while, right? I couldn't find a good way to make it look with the way... I don't know. I need to go deeper with the toggles and all that. It gets very complex because this is so well made. This is so well made. And I think, you know, still being mindful about the budget for both the PC Upgrade Saga and the commissioned Live 2.0, you know, the self, I think I will eventually try to invest, depending on how it all goes, on a customizable model that is not a chibi model. There's one I have in mind, but don't expect that anytime soon, though, at this rate. But I do eventually want to do that. I mean, I hope it is soon. And then eventually I have a custom version of myself, because that one I have my eye on, ooh, it has a lot of potential. It has a lot of potential, and it still may look like how I look like as my BC face self. It may not be that far away from that. Don't underestimate that. And eventually I will commission a chibi version of myself like this. It needs to be done for sure. But yeah. Before I go on with this, actually, before I like show the toggles and everything, let's link Tsubasa Wumi. Oh, actually, since this is meant to become a regular toggle whether you're redeeming on Twitch, whether you're redeeming the form change on Twitch or not. Hell, I'm gonna use myself like this in the thumbnails. I'm gonna use myself like this in the thumbnail somewhere, you know? Let me see. Let me get it from her shop. I think I can either link to her shop or I can... Okay, yeah, I'll just link to her entire shop. I think it's easier that way. Take a look at Subasa Wumi right there. She's the one... no, they're the one. Sorry if it's not she or they. But they're the one that made this. Yeah, they also have a cute customizable speaker cat VTuber model. Customizable cat VTuber model. Yeah. As for commissions, yeah, they take others as well. I would love to commission them really based on the quality I see here for a more customizable version of myself as like Live 2D chibi. That's still way more expensive though, for sure. But yeah. Yeah, speaker cat, Live 2D model, good stuff in there. But yeah, great stuff right there. It's one of those that's just, you customize it. A lot of models like this have become incredible nowadays. They were more simple. And, you know, what I use for Team Selfie Gaming there, the little cat self, it's one of those models, but it's way more simplistic compared to this for sure. And, yeah, this one is just different. They're gonna keep getting better and better, I think. They haven't peaked, in my opinion. And as VTube Studio continues adding new features and all that, yeah, more is gonna happen right there. More is gonna happen there. So, yeah. Now it becomes a bit of a mixed bag, right? Like, when you do fan art of me, should you base it on this model or not? Maybe do a hybrid of them. If we do end up having more emotes in the future, I might base it on this version of myself too. I'm not sure, but yeah. Should we see the starry eyes more often or the spiral eyes more often? We should see these eyes more often, right? Maybe. But... you thought I couldn't replicate the new version of the Hex Maniac? The Legend CA version? This is meant to be mad, as in angry. Maybe I will feel mad in this way. But this can be used for all sorts of things like this. Oh, darkness. Yeah. But the starry sparkly eyes. It's the sparkles that really make it work well like that, right? I kind of want to have this with the regular starry eyes I gave myself here. And then the sparkles. Yeah. Hey, karaoke streams though. We can have this. Wait. Karaoke streams, we can have it this way, right? Now we are using the microphone. There we go. Actually, for a moment, I wasn't sure. I thought for a moment I had the reverb on the entire stream, and only now am I noticing I don't have it. Oh, and also, take a look at these cool glasses. Yeah, maybe I should have yet another toggle for like more regular looking glasses, right? Dude, I look amazing with the glasses. They are customizable too. They got customized as well. You see what I mean though? Orange, or maybe instead of gold is orange, right? Orange gold or something like that is like a tertiary color of sorts. I don't know if I want to lean more into orange or more into gold. I definitely don't want it to be bronze or copper. That's not what we're going for. But yeah, you see how well that color fits, right? The Halloween vibes really are there. More Hex Maniacal too in that sense, too, I guess. It's so peak, isn't it? Now, here's an interesting one. Here's one that is done so freaking well and has a really cool feature, but that unfortunately I may never make use of. This drawing thing. Look at this. It has mouse motion, and that's what's so cool about it. I don't do any drawing though. I don't do anything like that. The closest thing I could do is to stream myself doing thumbnails for the week or something, but no such thing. No such thing right here. If there were something like, I don't know, like study rooms where, you know, everybody shows their webcam and all that, but it's for VTubers instead, somebody needs to do that. But I think it's just very expensive in infrastructure. That's why there aren't... websites I found that do that, they tend to have a very limited free trial. Like, they really need you to subscribe. Or Discord servers, but, you know, there's only so many people that can be in a call, and yeah. We need this version, but for VTubers, man. We need this version. But, you like, I mean, you know, like, a hybrid boob chat to an extent, like, It's everybody with their VTuber avatar, like in a webcam, but it's their VTuber self. They can use VTube Studio, they can use VC Face, they can use OBS output, whatever they want to use, virtual camera, whatever, and they have it like that. And that's how it goes. Which is not quite what we have. Co-working streams are really cool. I still need to do one of those. Probably gonna do it with Go, focus with your avatar. But you know, that's different too. That's really cool too. I need to get back to that. They've done so many updates that are really cool. I need to create some new avatars there, but like, also, what I'm saying though, like, different webcams all together in a big call, big room, 12 webcams instead of webcams, is the VTuber cam, like that, right? That would be so cool. And then I would have myself like this. I would make use of it. Look at this right here though. The way this Ctrl-Z thing is done is amazing. The way the toggle is done. And I do use Ctrl-C so freaking much. Ctrl-Z, I should say. But yeah. I'm not gonna make much use of that, I think. I don't think I will. This one, on the other hand, yeah, I think we'll make use of this a lot. I think we'll make use of this quite a bit. Maybe for Live Alive soon, we set it up. Maybe we set it up like that. I still meant to do another Sonic Adventure 2 stream. We need to do it for that. Let's play it like this, right? Or we return to Fall Guys in this way. Chibi Khaiden in this way? Yeah. This fits. This fits. This fits for sure, I think. So we can do it like that. We can do it like that. What do we think, Tajigen? What do we think? What do we think? I told you. I told you. There are some things that will get closer to my alien non-human nature, right? I wonder if I should be with the black sclera. I want to call it black mascara. Sometimes. I wonder if I should be like this more often instead, huh? I had to make it be a toggle though. Look at this. Look at this. Ah, so lovely, so lovely, so lovely. Isn't it? It's wonderful how well this works. It's wonderful to see how well this works, right? Ah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think we made a worthwhile investment. I still, even right now, I'm having my doubts, I guess. But like, the biggest thing I struggle with, like, I talked about the branding thing, right? I talked about the branding thing, and it's like, but isn't that gonna like model the waters a little bit? Like, getting further away from making too many versions of myself so that there's no clear Khaiden Tajigen visual identity, right? There are common things, but like, who is Khaiden then? When I do fan art of him, how should I do it, right? But it's a mix of everything, to an extent. But yeah, because I had my eye on the chibi model for like a long freaking time for that, for this reason, but also wasn't quite sure if I was gonna do it, right? Yeah. See, those 25 USD might have gone to the Steam Summer Sale. We instead, yeah. There were some things I was thinking of getting there, but no, ultimately, no. We invested on this and it was so worth it. It was so worth it. And yeah, it is right there in the budget. I know, we still need to save for the PC Upgrade Saga, but this was worthwhile. Even before we do the PC Upgrade Saga, I may still like invest on some things in the stream here and there. Still that needs to be done. Those are entirely different ways of paying anyway for like the PC upgrades and all that. But what do we think? What is the overall consensus on, in many ways, what is the first live 2D Khaiden ever? I got a feeling it was gonna be like this. I got a feeling it was gonna be like this. Before I even got the fully custom model, right? Fully commissioned. It was gonna be one of the customizable ones, and I was hoping it was gonna hit well, and I think it hits well. As I customized myself and I saw it all come together, oh my god, yes. Oh wait, let's put on the glasses. Ooh, yeah, this works well with the glasses, doesn't it? Yeah, if I were doing the all F stapled and reading, I would have these glasses on. They don't really look like reading glasses when I have the orange filter like that. But I mean, in VTube Studio, we can have all sorts of assets. Actually, wait, let me see my prompts. I need to get familiarized with like the hotkeys for props and all that. I never did get familiarized with it. Oh, or maybe begin implementing some things for Twitch redeems, maybe. Yeah, you know what I need to do? I need to add the crowns, the custom crowns I have made by Ichinian, right? For my PNG self. But for myself here. But like, yeah, I need to add them to the VTube Studio Assets folder. Only then can I wear them. I'm not gonna bother doing it right now. We'll do that in the future stream. But let me see, what assets do we have here that what do we have here that we can wear? There's some cat ears. I can just have cat ears in this model, but I have to more manually toggle that because I haven't made it be a toggle of its own. I should still do that. Yeah, I can still set it up as a toggle so that it's faster, but I haven't been able to do that yet. That'll be some work still to do. Let me see though, out of the props, what would work well? Wait, but actually the Witchy Neko hat from before. Yeah, wait. Yeah, how does it look here? Huh. Yeah, it works better than I thought. Works better than I thought. I need to get refamiliarized with all this though. Yeah, I forget what this is like. Yeah. What does it look like this though? See, a part of me is like, oh, with the chibi model, I need to try to make my voice more like this. I should talk more like this, right? This is more expected. The most important thing is to be yourself, you know? Hell, maybe every time I'm this chibi self, I need to speak like this. Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh, wait, my voice doesn't feel fitting for this anymore. Nah. It fits in that way too. One way or another, we were gonna have a chibi Khaiden fully rigged model in some way or another. And again, all the credit to Tsubasa Wumi for being amazing. They're far from being the only person creating these, so yeah. By all means, keep digging around VGen. I need to do that more. And finding great things. I found some great ones too. As I said, I have my eye on a specific one for like an even way more expensive like customizable male model. Or well, a general model too. Like this one is general. It could be male, it could be female, it could be androgynous, it could be anything. All sorts of things. But yeah, I made it look male enough, right? Let's see, let's play around with this a little bit. There was a thing I wanted to like do with the braids customization, but let me see. Customizing a few things. Let me see if I can find them. There's oh yeah, braids. Let me see. Are these the braids we're thinking about? No, that's not it. Side hair is like a side hair, right? Oh yeah, you can only do. Yeah, I already customized it like this, right? But it doesn't work. I think it doesn't work. It feels too forced into the hairstyle, you know? Or does it? Maybe I just need to get used to it. Or hell, even make it be a different color of some sort. Actually, the ahoge up there is what I'm wondering about. But, for example, yeah, we can change the length of one. Actually, I would like it so that it's only one braid to the side instead. But that's not how it works here, I think. Let me see. And then... oh, yeah, that's the saturation. Okay. But yeah. We disable it right there. What do you think? What do we think? Maybe I should make it be a full toggle instead. Just more easier. Much easier to make it be a toggle. But then the ahoge, I wonder. It doesn't work when I do that, right? Let me move myself here a little bit, right? It doesn't work when I do it like that. Or if I make it be a different shade. Something about the uniformity of it. I feel like I need more black somewhere, but it's hard. From all the toggles I've done, it's hard. From all the customization I've tried, it was hard to look at one that was good for me. I don't have a designer sense. I just get too symmetrical sometimes. When I try to be asymmetrical, it doesn't quite work out. Oh yeah, and I forgot this cheeky little toggle, by the way. You're making me blush. You're making me blush. When you praise me. Praise me for how amazing I look even in this form, huh? Oh yes. For anybody who didn't watch live though, don't worry. I'll make it be a whole announcement. Also, today, afterwards, I need to take like a particular screenshot. Haven't taken any screenshots really of myself like this. What is the best way to make it be transparent in VTube Studios now? There's a way to do it. It's just meant to be for pictures though. But Like you were able to do a spout capture in OBS, right? That's how I had myself transparent here. Instead of having to do a green screen or something like that. You should not do that in VTube Studio. Get yourself the plugin for OBS, because the whole other plugin you gotta get. That's the thing. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show to you here, Tajigen. Waku waku desu ne. It's exciting, isn't it? Kawaii desu ne. I am a little bit cute at the end of the day. No matter what version I am. No matter which version I am right here. Oh yes. Yeah. I'm gonna keep just varying it. I'm gonna keep going for different variations like this. I'm still... I don't know how I want to balance it though. Tomorrow in the live stream, I think I'll still be my current self more though, because, well, we have that in the thumbnail set up, right? I don't have anything for like... I think at some point I should switch to this though, shouldn't I? Because then I have the controller thing. Let me see, which one was it? I have the controller, and that's gonna fit for live like this. So I should look like this for part of it, I think. But yeah, there's some other points in the story where I think some of these other toggles are gonna come into play. But spoilers. Yeah. Oh, let's stay with the Spiral Eyes. For the remainder of this. Obviously, not everything that has become synonymous with Khaiden Tajigen is gonna be here in a customizable model, right? That's why I was still hesitant. Maybe the one I have my eyes on, it's not gonna happen. I don't know. It definitely is a bigger price though. A bigger price to claim. A bigger price to pay. I was trying to make a pun of sorts. But yeah, it definitely is a bigger like price. And honestly, I was thinking it could be something for a subathon. I'm not sure. But we make it be a whole big deal. The Endwalker August 14th thing may still come into play right there. But yeah, I love it though. Here we are after 5 years. We've seen so many versions of myself, and now we see a new version. Thanks so much for being with me in this journey so far. We'll keep it going. Year 6 begins now. And it begins in a very cute fashion, don't you think? Yeah, let me get even more familiarized with VTube Studio through this. This is the way it's gotta go. This is the way it's gotta be. That's the thing. Yeah. Oh my god, and there was a whole segment I wanted to do. Just, I wrote it down. Things I believe in 2021 that I no longer believe. I guess I'll make it be briefer than I wanted it to be. Here, I wrote this down. I thought things such as bad internet, the stream being cut off because your PC had a blue screen, the VOD getting split, things like that, would just be really detrimental to your viewership and your career. I found that that's not really the case. That's not really the case. And it figures more into another thing I thought. I thought the biggest VTubers ever, the biggest streamers, that made it like the super biggest ever, millions of followers and all that, didn't have any stuff like that anymore. I was so wrong about that. I thought, and here's a bigger one that I want to talk about related to the clips thing I mentioned earlier. I thought clips had to be perfect. I'm gonna try my best to go back to doing clips better. I thought clips had to be so curated. Well, this is not 2021 as much as kind of a bit more recent than that, but I think I mostly no longer believe in this. I thought you either had to make your clips be with custom zoom-ins, other edits, subtitles being essential, or you might as well not make them. It's best to not post any. I'm hyperbolizing it a little bit, but you know, I no longer believe that. I'm gonna try to post more clips, even if they don't have like subs and anything, and like both on YouTube and Twitch, TikTok too, for that matter. All of it, they have their own like closed captions for it that you can just use. And even though my accent gets funky, they can be really accurate. There is some usage of AI, but which I think is good though for some things. Like, it surprises me how it gets some words right. You know, somewhere somehow it finds the spelling of something in a way that's accurate, or it recognizes when somebody's laughing. I think that's where the AI usage comes into play, rather than technology that existed for longer than that. But I think it's a good usage of it. And for the most part, I found it to be very accurate, right? Like when I say Tajigen Khaiden, it may not get that right. But if I say something like, what was it, the Silmarillion, one of those clips, right? When I said the Tolkien hack thing, we posted that clip recently. It got that right. It even capitalized the Silmarillion. And that was really good. Well done. Hell, this very VOD, right, is going to have closed captions too. And yeah, that works immensely in its favor. It's a YouTube thing, though. Twitch, I think, is starting to try doing that in its clips. It's just not going to be the fancy looking, like, subtitles and all that. I was kind of establishing a workflow for that in DaVinci Resolve, but it is a huge time sink that it's hard to find time for. You know, it's hard to find time for it. I'm trying to be better at that, though. I have tried some sort of automated systems. But well, even with that, I found it to be quite a time sink in some way. But yeah, I think I believe in 2021 that I no longer believe. I thought moments of scuff like that would draw viewers away and make you look incompetent, make you look not entertaining anymore, right? Not entertaining in the, oh, he's so silly, look at this silly goober, chibi, those spirally cute eyes. It's more of a goober look that I have like this, right? That's what's so nice about the model here. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. It's so, the Khaiden Tajigen coded is so perfect. I'm so perfect, aren't I? I know. Keep praising me, Tajigen. Keep praising me. I'll keep praising myself for sure. But. I definitely no longer believe moments of scuff are like that. Though I have to remind myself of it, because I still kind of unconsciously believe that. I get so sweaty whenever we have that scuff, right? Where I have to, like, when the stream crashed long enough that I have to, like, do another, where another YouTube waiting room was done, and, like, I hate how the VODs look. Like, last week, it got so terrible at that, right? For all sorts of different reasons. For most of the streams that week. But, you know, the insistence on still trying my best to entertain you while I do tech support for myself. The singer on stage doing the concert is also doing the lights and the sound system, and they go wrong, and then they're fixing them while they're singing and entertaining for the audience. That's the analogy I make. And I still think that's important. But even holding myself to that high standard, because I think I shouldn't drop the high standard entirely, even still holding myself to the high standard, I was holding it a bit too high. Like, it's just anxiety pressures. It's just like, could imposter syndrome be a term that applies? I don't know. But something like that, right? Some things I believe for sure. Another thing I believe is that, yeah, you needed to reach... Well, I guess it's more rephrasing that a little bit, but you needed to reach a certain level of mastery before long. Otherwise, like, what are you doing with your life, right? You need to, like, really understand OBS Studio and audio mixing like the back of your hand. Now, there is a standard you should have. I still get doubtful about how I'm doing in terms of, like, how my voice sounds, right? Because number one thing is still gonna be the voice. That still is a thing. But I was taking it further than I thought. I don't need to, like, fully understand things like an audio engineer either, but this is what I thought, right? I thought to an extent that, like, a streamer with, like, hundreds of thousands of viewers per stream, millions of followers, understood that already to that degree, and, like, nah, not necessarily. And there's probably more, but I didn't have time to write more. But yeah, things I believe in 2021 that I no longer believe. That's what it is. We've made so many Khaiden Tajigen memories, Tajigen. It's been absolutely wonderful. Do tell me, what is your favorite Khaiden Tajigen memory? What is your favorite Khaiden Tajigen thing, moment, cover even? Let me know in the comments on the VOD or here in the chat. If you still want to lurk, if you still want to stargaze, by all means do that. Stargazing like this. Yeah. By all means, keep stargazing. Of course. Oh yeah, we gotta keep doing the zoom in with this thing. With this, like, with this thing. With this goober. With this version of myself, right? Now, if you do the redeem for the staring like this, well, one eye is behind the chat, but hey, I'm always keeping an eye on the chat, so yeah, of course it's gonna be like that. Look at this. Oh, this is so perfect. Yeah, when you see myself zoomed in like this, it doesn't look that different than the regular Khaiden look. You wouldn't know the rest of it looks that different from me. Or how about this? What does this look like? Ooh. What did I say? When you gaze at the stars, they gaze back at you. Just like so. Just like so. Yeah. What do we think though? What do we think overall, Tajigen? I think it is a hit. And I get to wink. I can disable the thing where like sometimes it's gonna make my eyes go like this, but it's not accurate. But I want to keep being able to wink, you know? Yeah. I love doing winks like that. Although sometimes, yeah, sometimes not quite accurate. Needs to be done a certain way. I'll master it. This is also gonna be great. It's gonna get me more used to VTube Studio, and I'm already decently enough used to that. I'm proud to say. Thanks to the work I did with an entirely different look. A bit more disconnected from the Tajigen brand, but still Khaiden in some ways. Still Tajigen in many ways. But the different look I did for that other place, right? A good run we had during that. Also part of our career. Tajigen, it's been a wonderful 5 years. We kind of make it be low-key like this because it's still not a debut, right? I feel like I keep saying that I'm gonna reboot the whole VTubing anniversary thing when I finally do the whole 2.0 DE debut. And yeah, from then on, yeah, the anniversaries will be a bigger deal. It will be on that new date if it is a new date. You never know, I might make that match July 11. That would mean it's at least next year for it. I would love to do it this year, you never know. You never know. I'm seeing what I can do with the budget, but before we do that, it should be the PC upgrade saga for sure. I think all in all, the money I'm gonna spend on all the PC upgrades is about the same amount of money as I would spend with just the Live 2D model and rigging. But I don't know. We need the design to be done. I need the design to be done in the first place. And that might be 3 people. 1, 2, or 3 people, depending on how I do it. Going back and forth with the artist, like really consolidating the ideas. I need to gather references and like... Yeah. That's another story, though. That's another story. I'm gonna go on a whole rant about that. Although it is important to talk about this now because we've looked at the past. Let's talk about that future. Well, the nearest future is Live Alive tomorrow. Ironically, we're not playing the near future chapter. We already played that, right? Give me a second. Let me have some water here. We already did that. But it's a present day. The present is going to be the present for sure. Arguably, it's not the present day anymore because it's 1994 when the game released. Or it's retconned to be the 2020s instead. The near future is not 2014 as a manual said back then. Something like that, right? But no. Sorry. Let me get some more water here so I gain my train of thought again. But yeah. What we have as one of the big plans, of course, already for next month. We're just like a month and a few days away. Friday, 14, Final Fantasy 14, 14-hour stream for Endwalker's start. At some point in that stream, I'm gonna be like this. Well, not with the controller, actually. Wait, not with the controller. No, I don't play that with controller, but I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be with this model, right? Many new looks by the time we start Endwalker here. Right? We still have some unfinished business with the Shadowbringers post patches. And then Crystalline Mean stuff, Bossia, which is part of that unfinished business, arguably, but that may bleed into post Endwalker stuff. I mean, after starting Endwalker, it's okay. But ideally, we finish as much of that as possible, if not all of it, before we even start Endwalker. Either way, that's the promised date, though. Scuff, you know, and things postponing it aside, because that happened for the Shadowbringers start. Postponed for 1 week. It wasn't like November 14 as it was meant to be. Tatsumiya Aida, thank you so much for the hydrate. Yeah, we need the hydrate. We need more hydration here. Your new silly little goober looking fellow here needs more hydration. The last few days, I've gotten a little bit better about hydrating better. Thank goodness, because, man, for the past, what is it now? Maybe 3 months or so, maybe longer. Whatever semblance of a habit I established with hydrating just disappeared. But that's ADHD. No such thing as habits, really. They can easily disappear. Depending on what they are. Because I've been able to decently hydrate for quite a few years now, but during all that time, it's kind of something resembling a habit, but it's always something I have to like remind myself, push myself to do. And at some point there was gonna be a breaking point where I was like, the whole cycle of filling the water bottle, drinking it, going to fill it. I don't have like, I don't have it right next to my PC, right? Like the place where I fill it. I'm forgetting vocabulary here, but yeah. It becomes a whole thing. But anyway, more hydration is needed. We saw some clips where we were reminded of that, didn't we? Yeah. Let's create more clips for another 5 years or more. It's crazy to say it's 5 years. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. It's like, no. This isn't 5 years. Like, I don't know. I feel like I want to pull a WrestleMania in WWE as they did in previous years. They don't do that anymore, but for a few years they were like not acknowledging, oh no, we're not old. WrestleMania. What do you mean 31, 32? No, it's just WrestleMania. For a few years they did that. Really funny like that. But yeah, it's a big fanfare though. And like, no matter where we are in the journey though, I will say this, I do wish we were at a bigger place right now in terms of numbers. Yeah, the N-word, numbers. Not that one, the other one, numbers, right? That NU word, let's say, the NU word, numbers. Ugh, VTubers talking about numbers. My goodness. It doesn't always come down to that. And I don't mean it in a, oh, just be positive, toxic positivity way. No. Like, it really doesn't, actually. But that's one of the things I believe in 2021 that I no longer believe. Or rather, some numbers don't quite tell you the story you think that they're telling you. Right? I suck at mathematics anyway. Though I do love numbers outside of a math context. I feel like I need to go back and try to learn math. Without the pressure of school, you know, I could learn it a lot better. I do wish we were at a bigger place though overall. But we should be wearing that number 5 with happiness and pride. And that's what we're doing here. Overall though, I still make it be kind of a low-key thing here. Most years, if not all years, it has been like this, although I'm not sure. Even this mini announcement, this debut of a mini Khaiden, right? Is low-key in that sense too. Also because like it's a customizable model, right? I would have made it be even a bigger deal had it been fully commissioned. For sure. That's still gonna be a formal debut, right? But it's also because that first ever stream 5 years ago, with that Khaiden 0 with the sunglasses and all that, an outfit that kind of looked like this, right? I didn't even do it as a debut. I was like, oh, a few months from now, I'll have a model that I'm comfortable with for a debut. That's not how it happened. The closest thing we had to that, though, was when I did the new model debut for my 1.0 self, and now, well, now I have this, right? We had a whole Phoenix Wright section. It's right there in the VOD on YouTube. At the time, it was only a YouTube stream. We didn't do it on Twitch at all. Not that we're gonna have a lot of VODs for the past on Twitch. You have this calculator, or however you spell it, and I literally can math. I forgot that was a thing too. Yeah, Tatsumiya. Yeah. Thanks for being here, by the way. But yeah, thanks for being here at the end of it, because I think that about wraps it up, Tajigen. Don't you worry, you will see more of this new form of Khaiden Tajigen. If you're new here, you come and got a great time. This is a new version of myself. Novelty, new things right here. So, it is as new to you as it is to anybody who's been watching me for either 2 months, 3 months, 2 years, 3 years, all 5 years, perhaps even longer. There's some background, some backstory there. Long lost to the voids of time. The portals, the black holes. The wormholes out in the cosmos. But speaking of the cosmos, let's continue shining bright like superstars and supernovas in the darkness of any cosmos that we travel through, Tajigen. That's what we do here, and that's what we should keep doing. For sure. For sure. It's been a wonderful 5 years. Can we do better in these next 5 years, and this next year alone? Absolutely we can, and I'm hoping we do. The biggest plan I can tell you though is the Final Fantasy XIV thing. Really, plans related to Final Fantasy XIV in that way. You already know, like the next Fantasia regeneration should be like probably early November, right? And so we may have even finished Endwalker or be about to finish Endwalker, base Endwalker by then. So, ooh, great stuff. Really, if we want to talk about even longer term stuff, at some point in 2027, I have caught up. Maybe with Evercold. May still be late in 2027 or so, but yeah. it's great to say. Actually, yeah, you know what's the happiest thing to say about 5 years? If you tell me 5 years ago, if I'm still, you know, if like, do you think you'll still be streaming? You'll still be VTubing? You'll still be doing live streams 5 years from now? I will tell you the answer like this. I have every intention to do so, yes, but you never know what can happen. Life throws you punches sometimes. I hope I am. I hope I am. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you a straight answer. Man, a job interview, I would fail it immediately, I guess, but... but I feel like I'm jinxing it when I say yes, yes, yes. I don't know. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a bit stitious. I'm a bit stitious. But like, I would say, it is my intent. I intend to do so. I intend to be there. To think, you know, or also like I said in the 14 stream also, another anniversary, right? We've had so many anniversaries, Ultraman, and two of my own here. But yeah, and that's gonna be the same every year because it's the same dates every year. But as I said, like, to think that 4 years ago, it would take me, 4 years later, I'm about to go into Endwalker. And I'm still not caught up with the game. There's still a ways to go after that. Not that long compared to the journey at that point, but still a ways to go, right? It's like, to have to do... I mean, I love this game already, but like, to think that it's gonna take that long, to think that I have to tell a viewer who's coming in back then that it's gonna take that long, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, when it does happen, it's great to see it happen and see the investment here. So when I say something like, we catch up by the end of 2027 with FF14 or so, I feel now like I really am, I don't know, I am Nintendo talking about the plans for the Switch 2 in the future. Talking about, I am like Disney, I'm like Marvel, talking about the MCU 5-year plans for the future or so. And I'm like, hey, I've proven that they actually can happen, So this sounds very long-term, I realize, but, oh, we're gonna get there, Ithaca. Let's enjoy the journey. Ithaca. It's like Ithaca. Ithaca is it's a poem translated by Joseph, by Cabafi. I forget the whole name of the person, but like I always go back to that. It's about the Odyssey, I think, but like Odysseus and all that. We're talking about how it's the journey, right? Like, really enjoy the journey, because then when you get to Ithaca, your destination, if you were too focused on the destination itself, then the journey, you spend a lot of years not appreciating that. Something like that. I've explained it better some days, but my mind is already so scrambled today from like thinking about all this stream anniversary stuff and all the work I'm doing for the stream and all that. My ambitions continue. I continue to be very ambitious to hold myself to a high standard, but I'm trying to be better about it to a degree. As I said, I'm hoping to have more clips. Let's have some new clips with this current version of myself now, and let's post it, right? Oh yes, oh yes. And I'm hoping at some point in this future also, I don't know, I can find the time and the skills and resolve to do long-form video content of some sort. It would, or it can still be short-form, but you know, it's not just clips for the channel. It's custom-made for that, and it's not covers either. Because I want to make more use of my models in this way, and there's some things I'm thinking about right there. But yeah, do check out all the content from the past of Khaiden Tajigen. You'll see all the previous models right there, and the current one as well. But yeah, going back to the immediate future. Oh yeah, I need to like set myself up on this screen. I'm supposed to be there in the lower corner as well. But yeah, present day. We mean that in many ways now. Live Alive. See what we have currently ongoing right now. FF14 Shadowbringers, about to be Endwalker soon. Live Alive. Sonic Adventure 2, which is kind of ending though, and needs to transition into something else. And some potential new games incoming. One of those replacing Sonic Adventure 2. One of those maybe not. But yeah, out of all those ongoing things, only one of those showed up this week. It was a very different week, but I was not gonna have a week without Live Alive. Because that game, I just love it to bits. Still haven't finished it, I'm still new to it. I know a lot about it already have quite a few spoilers, but there's a lot that I don't have either, and I love that. And it's not too early to say it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I hold it dear to my heart. The way it tells the story is just peak for me. I am just too damn obsessed with that kind of storytelling. You know, that kind of hyperlink story. Though I'm being a bit spoilerific saying that, but yeah. So I want to keep going with it. I have to resist the temptation every week, you realize? Every single day? Not to just play it off stream or just to have a schedule 1 week of nothing but live streams. Okay? Only until the end of this month are we gonna get to a certain point in the story that I'm very curious about. But hey, also the journey, because I gotta appreciate the present day story itself, the Imperial China story that's gonna come after that, and then some other things after that that are gonna come. We're getting closer to that. It's okay. It works out this way. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a stream on the shorter side. Shorter than this one for sure, because that's why we moved it on Sunday, because on Sundays, my time tends to be a bit limited with some things I need to do for the week, or that it's better for me to do for the week. Certainly for Monday, I need to do some of them on Sunday. Some are busier than others, and well, tomorrow is a Sunday kind of like that. I'm gonna try to see if I can have some of that work done today. But I think it's actually meant to be a very short chapter with the way it's structured. It's, well, there's some fighting game influence, and it's gonna be super fun to see how that works, especially with like everything they do in Live Alive. Like, that's part of the storytelling I love about it. To an extent, Sonic Adventure 2 had that, but it's more of a braided narrative because they do meet at certain points in the story before the epic climax. Whereas here, they don't really meet at all. Until a certain point, minor spoiler, it's all gonna come together, but yeah. An anthology that later becomes a hyperlink story. I love that. I have to use the trope names to better describe it, right? Braided narrative. That's not in TV tropes, but it's definitely a term to use. And then hyperlink story. Branch and bottleneck plot structure. Find those in the TV tropes, in their TV tropes pages, because I've scoured the hell out of those pages and I found great examples. Other games that I definitely want to try out. We may or may not try out 1 or 2 of those on the stream as well, but that's later in the future. Actually, maybe later in the future this year. See, I can't even talk about some of those future plans because I don't know if some of these are going to happen. Some of these are going to happen, but I can't spoil them. Some of these I'm not sure if they're going to happen, and I don't want to... I've made the mistake so many times across these 5 years of saying something that is like, ooh, we might do this, and then it doesn't happen. And I feel like, imagine, to talk about the MCU analogy again, right? Imagine they presenting the 5-year plan and they're like, oh yeah, we also want to have Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield and the Spider-Verse movies. But we're gonna see if it's possible, okay? And then it doesn't happen. And like, no, don't say it like that, right? So yeah. Something like that. No, but that's a particular thing I really want to put together, but, well, it requires some ambitious organizing, and yeah. I will see if I can set it up. But even without that, we have more than enough to be excited because now you have this version of Khaiden Tajigen to look forward to. Thank you so much for 5 years, Tajigen. Let's do amazing things in the next 5 years. What the hell would a 10-year anniversary stream even look like? I don't even know. I feel like no matter what kind of preparation I do, it's never gonna feel like I prepared enough for it. Like, oh, I'm sorry, this was more low-key than I intended it to be. I'm gonna keep saying during the stream somehow. Let's get to that point, though. Let's get to that point and make it be a happy occasion. My goodness. My goodness. Thank you so much, Tajigen. We'll end it right here. No raid on Twitch either. No raid on Twitch either. I think we should end it on Khaiden Tajigen's own channel. It's all about me. It's all about your egomaniac. Praise me. Praise me. Oh, wait, wrong toggle. Praise me. Yeah, we'll end it with the Spiral Eyes. I expect to see the other toggle. It's been absolutely lovely, Tajigen. But I don't say that as a final farewell. I'll see you tomorrow for Live Alive. Then next week should be back to the regular things we do and all that. But also with a brand new look. Look forward to more of it. I look forward to more of you. And more of myself. Because I love myself, you should love me. Love me, love you. お疲れ様でした。